Welcome back, children, to Modern Bros. To another episode where we will meditate for a whole hour in silence.
Find your chi.
Open your third eye, ladies.
You're whispering out.
Yeah, whispering.
Deep breaths.
Anyway, welcome back to another week. It's your boy Luke here. I got my these two other who are you guys?
You know what? I ask myself that every day.
I look in the mirror and I just don't know. Who is this man? Oh, how you guys been, dude? We took I guess you could say a week hiatus, but we're gonna start doing a little bit more length in between.
Yeah.
So more has happened. How was Thanksgiving for y'all?
It was pretty solid, man. I
Yeah.
had some family come in town and ate
Did your brother come down from
turkey
from
from
fucking Lamesville?
what? Seattle?
Yeah.
Fucking layer. That's like.
Yeah, I played golf with that brother and my other brother from Vegas came down too.
Hell
So-
yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And then my brother-in-law is a really good chef, so he we had smoked turkey.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Was it nice and moist?
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't like a lot of people don't like turkey, but like it's just not.
It's because not a lot of people
yeah,
know how to cook it.
Yeah, they didn't.
So
they
you
don't
have
cook
to
it right.
smoke a
Yeah.
turkey. That's the secret.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways, you know? You need to
Smoke that bitch. Smoke her out.
I like it when it's like fried in the fucking huge,
The
like outside.
The thing, I've seen that, and I've seen a lot of those go wrong.
Oh, yeah.
When they do it cold,
it's
it's frozen, and they just go in, and it just goes.
Oh, yeah. Fucking fire waiting to
Dude.
happen.
Oh, dude, it's so bad every time.
Yeah.
Every time I see people do that, I'm like, is it cold? I hope it's room temp. Because if you throw it in there frozen at all, that oil is gonna
Yeah. Water and oil don't mix.
not at all.
It's amazing how many things can kill. Like, it's amazing that people are allowed to buy certain things with how stupid people are.
And how many chemicals are in certain things too,
No. It's
dude.
wild.
If you accidentally mix bleach and ammonia, you make mustard gas.
My sister did this.
Oh my
So my sister's at Tucson, right? My sister's awesome, great gal.
She just wants to kill.
Not the
everybody.
sharpest tool, but she is sharp in her own ways.
Yeah.
And so
That's a
yeah,
good
she
way to
does this
describe
whole mixture. She's cleaning her bathroom, right? You know, and this should be common knowledge. You shouldn't mix those two chemicals. Nope, I'm gonna mix them right in my toilet. And all her and her roommates can't fucking breathe. I mean, they're coughing, they can't breathe, and they're like, "What's going on?" And it's like, "Yeah, you guys made mustard gas." And like they had to,
my
yeah, like leave. And it was like this whole thing. I'm like, how do you not know this? But
Oh,
I
they
don't
didn't
know.
pay attention in chem, dude. That was like the one thing I was waiting for them to say. I was like, how do you make mustard gas? That was a big deal.
I
And
didn't
then-
even do chemistry because I skipped high school and I knew that.
I mean,
I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie, I didn't know that.
You
didn't know that? Oh, good thing Kate's still with us.
Kate, I'm so happy that you are not dead right now.
Yeah.
But I've never thought of mixing them together.
Well, they're cleaning products. So, and ammonia is in a lot of different cleaning products too.
No, but that makes a good point. I also but I've never the cleaning products that it's in, you never think to put together in the toilet or in the tub.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
people, like-
usually say like this is for this.
You
and
want to
then
know what
this
it is?
for that.
It's have you seen the TikTok
I've heard-
videos of people cleaning
oh,
and dumping like everything in there? I think that's what's causing it, all these new mustard gas things. It's like people are just starting to mix shit trying to make TikTok videos.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
clean your bathroom like this.
Yeah, normally like one cleaning thing I use one cleaning thing per like thing I'm cleaning.
Yeah.
I have a cleaner for the toilet, cleaner for like the shower.
Yeah.
Like I don't mix anything.
Yeah.
So do you use? Okay, let me ask you what you use for your toilet though. What
Mm.
do you use for your toilet?
For the toilet, I have these.
Are you a comment guy? Like I learned the old school
No.
way where it's sprinkle the comment around the bowl. It's the powder, and then you scrub the toilet with your brush. That's how I grew up.
Okay. That's
Doing
Luke's
toilets.
method.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
No, the tech upgraded since then. There's
it works
this
really great.
There's
It's
this
the-
thing.
it
I don't even
works.
know what brand it is. I think it's like there's not Swiffer. I don't know what brand it is, but like there's like this stick, right? And like there's these like little like pads.
I have the. Is it in a white?
Yeah.
Do you put it in a white thing?
Yeah.
yeah.
You just connect the pad, and then it's like a disposable pad. So right, so you just clean the fuck out of it, and it works really good. Like it's
Yeah.
like the brush. It has like a brush on the end. So like when you connect it, so you like scrub the fuck out of it,
Show me again.
and
one
then
time.
pop it out.
Show me one more time.
Scrub the fuck out of it like that, and then pop it off when you're done, just in the trash, and then you flush it, and then it's fucking it's clean. as a
Yeah.
Porcelain white.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
super clean.
I have this exact same thing. It's awesome. However, I also have this is I agree with Kate. It's fucking phenomenal if you clean with this thing. However, it's not girl standards. So like my girl informed me that they're still dirty there.
It's underneath.
Yes.
You have to scrub.
And I do get in there with that fucking thing. I still get
But
it out
doesn't
there.
scrub hard enough.
It's almost like it cleans it, but like
It's fake clean. I
but
feel
it's
like.
it's not like
It's showing you what you want to see.
I don't know. I can't clean things
It puts another dimension on top of your. Yeah, it's just another toilet that's perfectly
Well,
clean. in another
you aren't
dimension.
fucking eating dinner off your fucking toilet, dude. Like clean. Like if it's white, that's all I need to see.
That's
true.
Guy standards. We just need a white toilet. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can't even say anything. I fucking hate cleaning bathrooms. So like all the things that I had to do for chores as a child,
Okay.
I just don't like. Like for example, I pay someone to do my yard, the little yard that we do have. But
That little thing?
yeah, I pay someone because I won't do it, bro. I
Really?
won't do yard work. When
That's
I was
fair.
when I was a kid, my mom's ex would just
Mhm.
make me do the front yard and backyard by myself and clean the pool.
Yeah,
oh, so you
so you're good at it.
Well, I,
You're
I
used
don't
to
wa-
it.
I don't want to be good at it, dude. I'm done. I've done. I did my time in the clink. Okay.
See, I'm the opposite. Since I grew up doing that, like I'm never gonna pay anyone to do it because I
That's
can
just
do
one
it
thing.
myself.
I just would rather just not. I don't want it. I don't.
you
wanna
associate
think
it with a bad time.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Well, I didn't have a very supportive male figure.
okay.
my
I'm with you.
childhood.
I'm with you though. I look forward to being just an old grumpy man in a fucking sweater with my whiskey, and on Sunday morning I'm fucking mowing my lawn.
And you
in
got. You
front.
can't have one that's electric or motorized. You
No.
have to have the push mower.
Yeah, dude, I want a real.
No motor. Just
Wait, what? Oh,
Just-
what?
You just fucking go.
dude. It's literally just a circle of blades,
Yeah, I
and
know
a
what
little
you're talking
tray,
about. Yeah,
and that's how they
no.
used to mow, bro. They were just like,
No, I might go one step further. I might get a fucking what's the Grim Reaper has one?
dude, a
scythe.
Yeah.
just go.
Hey Bill, how you doing?
I
Just
mean,
mowing the
technically
lawn.
speaking, that's what it's for. That's
Yeah.
why there's a handle actually on a real scythe.
Oh, yeah.
There's a handle on the side because you're supposed to go like this through the grass and cut.
Yeah. Grim Reaper was like, "Yo, this would be great for
Is that for
Yes.
grass though, or like crops?
No,
It's-
it's
it's-
for a certain type of grass, like in the Midwest. It's like
Oh.
that really tall fucking grass that
Yeah.
gets out of
Yeah.
control. That's what they use it for, to fucking get that shit out of the way. Whoa.
Yeah, whoa.
I got excited.
Hulk smash.
That's probably how that guy thought of that idea. He was just walking through the grass one day, and some motherfucker was like, like just fucking coming through with his scythe, and he's like,
I think he's trying to kill me, guys. Watch. And he's like, they're like, dude, did you like do
was wear-
mushrooms or something?
he was wearing a black cape. It was dark out.
I think I'm gonna call him the Grim Reaper. Well,
Oh,
I didn't know this.
Mhm.
Fun fact.
Okay.
Modern Bros fun fact.
Okay.
Did you know that gnomes were originally a thing? It's a real thing. And let me
Elaborate.
Let me elaborate further.
Yeah, because I don't know what you're talking about.
Gnomes were a real thing, not in the literal miniature sense, but back in Victorian days in England, there you used to have an old guy that would live on your property, and he'd be your landscaper,
Okay.
and they called him gnomes.
Oh, okay. So the name, it's not the size. Or
No.
Okay. it's-
It has nothing to do. It's not like midget. You know,
Okay, that's what I thought. Like I was like, wait, what
it's
do
not
we
a
go?
size. It's not a size thing. It was a duty. It was
Okay.
a call to arms.
It's a job. It's
Yeah.
based off of a real job type of thing. That's cool.
They used to just have a guy living on their, like, my buddy was like, yeah, they just have an old guy living on their grass. I was like, so there's an old dude just laying like, sup? Who are you, man? And you're like,
I make the place look great.
you see this grass and these fucking bushes? That maze back there? This guy right here.
So So Luke, tell me when in your free time you're Googling gnome knowledge.
See, this is the great thing about having coworkers that are in the generation that they are in, which is literally just like below us, where
Yeah.
we don't really do it that much.
Yeah.
He does random YouTubing, where like he'll just go off of the recommended on his front page. I don't do that.
That's insane.
I go to exactly what I'm looking for
Yeah.
and to the person I want to watch.
Actually, wait. I take that back. It's not insane. I do the recommended all the time.
I don't.
But I very much
Very
customize
rarely,
my channel.
very rarely do I do recommended, but like most of the time
Well-
I'm looking for who I subscribe to.
That's
Still,
most of the
even
time
on
too,
your
yeah.
even on your recommended though, there's like some sort of algorithm that like
Something
curves to
weird,
like
dude. Something
to
weird.
what you like.
Yeah,
So
oh, it does,
obviously,
but they'll throw a curveball.
so obviously that dude's looking up gnomes in his free time.
No. He's but because he's a random YouTube watcher, he'll just be like, "Oh, that's weird." That
So
sounds
he's probably
interesting."
getting recommended random facts.
Exactly.
There's probably like these.
He
bu-
watches
yeah.
random videos about stuff, bro, and he's like, "Dude, what?" And I'll be like, "What happened?" Anytime he does that,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for him to say like a nuke went off somewhere, right? So I'm like, "Oh shit, what happened?" And he's like, "Dude, did you know?" And I'm like, "What?"
He comes in one day, he's like, "Dude, did you know seahorses can do a triple backflip?"
But that's my fucking problem with this like shit, because like I'll hear people. There's a lot of random YouTubers
Oh.
now.
There's randomness on that fucking platform, bro.
It's insane. So I'll hear something like this gnome thing you just told me, right? I'm like, like I'm hoping this is real, but I'm never gonna take things as until I like look at, because dude, people be telling me the craziest shit, and I'm like, there's no way
No way
that's
that's
real.
real.
Yeah.
And it's half the time it's not, but like there is some weird shit, like fucking the gnome thing probably is fucking
Fake.
You know,
Yeah.
no, it probably is fucking real. Like there
Yeah.
are some weird
Yeah.
things that are real.
That'd be so funny if it
Yeah.
was fake.
But
It's
there's
No,
like- it's like
I
a
know what you're
slur.
talking about though. Like people will post like quote unquote facts.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
it'll
dude.
just be complete bullshit.
Yeah.
You like open up the comments and everyone's just roasting him, just like, what are you even talking about, dude?
I
Yeah.
do like when something I mean, this is gonna sound bad, but I like when something catastrophic happens to like a
Wow.
people randomly somewhere, because then all of a sudden randomly I learn about something totally random on my page. All I saw the submarine thing, submarine content, lava, volcano shit, only volcanoes. Dude, anything that happens in society that's like tragic, all of a sudden I'm like, history lesson?
You
Let's
know
go.
what? That's the most like like it's really morbid, but
Yeah,
it's also really fuck, what's the word you're trying to look for? Wholesome.
Yeah,
It's really
yeah.
wholesome that you think like that, but like it's really morbid that it's about like tragedy.
Yeah. Like I'm not saying the tragedy doesn't have any weight. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not
You
saying
just like to learn.
I'm just like, oh shit, like something happened. So I'm probably gonna see a lot of content on my page that's like teaches me about volcanoes and how they work and
Yeah.
why it happens.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, man. Then maybe don't live by a volcano. I don't know.
Okay, so Kate, what is your recommended? Like if you
Yeah.
were going on your YouTube, what is like mostly coming up for you?
He's a Zen
Honest-
guy. He's just meditation videos.
No, mostly it's like comedy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like stand up?
yeah,
Yeah.
mostly stand up,
You know,
yeah.
yeah.
Or like podcasts or like shit like that.
Yeah. That's a great
That's
fucking
majority of
recommended.
it, but then there's like also honestly like recommended. Sometimes it'll throw me random like sports facts.
Yeah.
Like it'll throw me like some like Kobe or some like Kobe. I get a lot of Kobe motivation shit for some reason. I don't know why.
Dude, I always get so amped at it too because I love that motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's such like monster. I mean, that guy was
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. His mentality, like you can't even beat it, or his work ethic rather, like you can't beat it.
I mean, fucking both. I mean, God, he was a fucking animal.
Yeah.
Wasn't he like
insane.
he was a pilot, right?
Oh my god.
Sorry.
I'm so rest in peace, my guy. dude.
R.I.P. Great NBA player, great man. Sorry, there's just a lot of jokes that go along. with it, yeah.
Okay, wait. What was your Spotify yearly recap? We have a man down.
I'm good.
Say it with your chest.
I didn't realize how much liquor I poured in that. That's for you at home. I want you to raise your glass.
It's
It's fucking
it's Friday.
Friday, baby.
Okay, so what is your top artist on this Spotify thing?
I also do want to say my recommended for YouTube.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Formula One,
Solid.
stand up,
Perfect.
and a lot of like editing, photo, video. Those
That's
are like my
rad.
3.
That's rad.
And then like audio, random shit. I follow Produce Like a Pro,
Yeah.
so I get a lot of his content that pops up randomly on
Yeah.
my page.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's true. I get mixing
stuff, tips,
or like
and
shit
stuff like
randomly
that. Or
too.
like my favorite mixing tip. This is to all you audio engineers out there. 800 hertz. If your mix is sounding like, I don't know, man, like it feels like the vocals are kind of like separate, or there's not enough of something, 3 dB on 800. All right, throw a little 3 dB on 800 and you'll be fine. If there's too much, it sounds a little muddy, too much going on, bring down 800. Give it a nice wide cue so it fucking slithers off some of the other mid-range. You'll be set, okay?
Slither that shit
Yeah,
off.
just a little fucking, you'll be okay. You'll
You
be
just
aight.
talk Spanish. I had no idea.
Yeah,
what
yeah,
any of that
exactly.
was.
See, that's
I don't even know what a fucking hurt is. I just know like it's a number.
it's the
It's the
waveform.
car company.
Hertz. Yeah.
Yeah, you rent cars from them.
Yeah, the higher the number, the better the rate.
You gotta be exclusive member, It's
Yeah.
premium.
Yeah.
But what's your recommended?
Okay. It's actually started to adapt and change a bit because I found a little niche that I love. But it's mostly I do have stand up always in there.
Yeah.
Love comedy. Okay, lately it's been changing to where I'm really into these tech videos. Like I really like
Because of the podcast.
unboxing.
Oh.
Like I like looking at new products and seeing people's evaluation when they're good evaluations of the product because I love tech because it's simple. There's no
You ever watch
opin-
Linus Tech Tips?
No.
You like him?
I like Marcus, that one.
Is he the black guy?
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
fucking killer.
He's
He
so
was on
awesome.
Joe Rogan too. Dude, he's
I
so
haven't
great.
watched that one yet. I gotta check it
If
out,
you
dude.
go on Joe Rogan, it's a good episode.
Okay, so
Because they talk. I mean, it's where you see Joe Rogan get nerdy about tech.
Oh, that's
basically.
cool.
You know what I mean?
That's
He just
really
gets
cool.
real into his when he talks about Quake,
yeah,
the video game. It makes me feel way more connected to him because I
Yeah.
play video games.
yeah,
So I'm like, oh shit, like this guy's just a dude.
yeah,
Like he knows that he can't play it because he'll get addicted to it. But
yeah,
you know,
yeah. So like, I like them, but the reason I like them is because it's like, it's just always a nice, peaceful, good time. There's no opinions. Like,
yeah, it's like pure like
There's no
hey,
fighting,
This
there's
is
no-
this is how it works.
Yeah.
This is what I saw. I don't really know about this,
yeah,
but I kind of like this.
yeah.
You know, I really Marcus is really good about that. He does
Yeah.
this thing where he'll kind of put his opinion in there, but he's like, it really doesn't matter. He's like, this is something I like, and he's like, but other than that, blah,
He's
blah,
giving
blah,
you
blah.
the facts and like, here's what you need to know about these products to make an informative decision if you want to buy that. I love tech stuff. I love the new Meta glasses. I want them.
Yeah,
I want them. I want to be able to be.
I want to get the MetaQuest 3 VR headset.
The hell is Meta glasses?
Oh,
It's like Google Glass.
dude. So Mark Zuckerberg.
How much
okay,
are they?
I think they're like
Oh,
$3.99
no.
for the glasses. That's not
But
including
that-
adding your prescription to them.
Oh, you have to add your script.
Yes, if you want that, but because I wear glasses, so like
I mean,
the whole thing that the biggest feature about them that I want is how a lot of glasses now that are like tech glasses have built-in headphones into them.
yeah, because it does the vibration through your skull.
Yes. So to the ability to just be walking around with my everyday glasses that I already wear and be able to always have music, such a cool element. Plus, these new Meta glasses, so they band with Ray-Ban. They collaborated, and it's a Ray-Ban frame, so the Wayfair classic one. But the first generation,
Oh, he should have done this first.
yeah, you're-
He should have went. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember, about 2 years ago, Zuckerberg came out with the Ray-Ban Facebook glasses where you can do record, right? Which is basically what he's talking about, but it's
Mhm.
different because it's Google Glass. Is it Google? Or no?
yeah,
it's-
Google. So Google has Google glasses,
but
but
this is Meta glasses. Sorry.
this is Meta glasses.
So now instead of just being like, oh yeah, I have sunglasses on and I can record, you're gonna have an augmented reality interface.
no,
No?
those aren't the Meta ones yet. So the
Am I thinking differently?
you're thinking of where Apple is trying to
VR
go.
glasses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because Apple's the one who's I thought they were competing. What you were talking about is something that was going to compete with Apple's $3,500 fucking VR headset.
So Google Glasses is that competitor for
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
But the Google Glasses are like, it's not something you'd wear out in your everyday. It's not like a normal like pair of glasses.
When do you think that's going to happen?
So I've been reading into it. I think it's going to be 2038. That's my idea, because the hard part about it is fitting the advanced tech
In a small space.
in a small
Yeah,
space.
yeah, yeah.
It's
That's
like
always the issue.
it's
That's
like
always the issue.
Iron Man's Jarvis, where you like look at people and it like tells you their
Yeah,
name
yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
this is why I think you'd love the Meta glasses, because the Meta first version though, too bulky. I mean, it looks like you're wearing fucking spy glasses. Like
Oh,
nobody
yeah.
wants to wear those. So it's
What's up? I'm from Spy Kids.
They made
New
a-
fucking member.
yeah. Fucking. So you get this new version 2. The version 2 Metas look like normal Ray-Bans. I mean, you can't, but they have a little camera,
Mm.
and because Mark Zuckerberg,
You shooting POVs?
I mean, you could do that, but here's the thing though: is Meta is Facebook owned, and it's also so is Instagram now. Mark Zuckerberg bought Instagram,
yeah.
so the
I remember when
Meta
that happened.
directly interfaces with Instagram, so you can now post do live Instagram stuff. So if you were doing like POV thing,
Oh,
dude, you gotta be
shit.
fucking super careful.
Okay, so this is another good question.
Okay.
When in regards to these things,
Yes.
we know like you said, 2038 is when that's kind of like when they're expecting it to be more like easily available to the consumer.
Yeah.
Smaller, not as bulky, battery life is hopefully better. All
Mhm.
those things, right? That's what they mean by integrated. It's going to be something that's a thing.
Yeah.
2038, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, actually large advances in tech are actually usually 5 years. If you look at
Yeah.
every 5 years, you're seeing big advances.
Yeah.
You're not seeing just like whatever, like just normal shit that's
Mhm.
happening where people are like, "Oh, battery life's better." Like that's fuck that.
Yeah.
That's stupid. That's
Yeah.
dumb.
I mean, I do like a better battery life, but
Obviously,
it's not
but
like
it's
it's not the
not-
big
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
game
yeah.
changer.
It's nothing that we're
Yeah.
gonna be like, ooh, like I hate Apple so much. As much as I love, like I have a Mac Mini. That's what we run our OBS recordings and stuff off of. I have an iPhone. I have iPads. The reason I like them so much is just the integratability, and not to mention with audio stuff, things are easily just plug it in and it fucking goes. PC a little bit different.
You know what? I might disagree with you on this one.
Why?
I like Apple. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I prefer Windows type stuff way better.
Well, I like Windows as a
like even the
operating, how I get to like change
Yes.
things, and I like that.
yeah.
But literally, the only reason, the only reason I like Mac is because I'm an audio engineer, and it's
Okay.
easy to just fucking, if you have a new interface,
Mm-hmm.
plug it in. And
But you could do
usually
that-
that's
can
it.
you do that with a PC? I mean, I do that with my PC.
A lot of the time, you have to download drivers, and if you're doing that, you're not
Okay.
using the full potential of the product because you have to download the drivers for that product.
Okay, then let me ask you this: does Mac though limit the amount of drivers that you can use? Because I know that was kind of like Mac only has certain things that work with it. Like if you try to use a Windows program on Mac, sometimes not gonna happen.
Oh, that's for sure a thing.
Okay,
Um,
because Windows you can use any program. That's why I like
Well,
Windows.
that was the business approach that he took. He took the
Okay.
business approach of I'm gonna put my shit on everything.
Okay,
I
yeah.
want to make it as readily available to everybody. That's from this fucking thing. I guarantee you, inside of here, there's something Microsoft,
Yeah.
right? Like it's just like they wanted to be the company that was. We're gonna be in everything.
Yeah,
We're not gonna
yeah.
be exclusive. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
And then Mac took the approach of exclusive. Our things only work
Mhm.
with this. It was a status thing.
yeah,
And that the only reason that sells is because humans like that.
yeah. And I think everybody has gotten on because and Mac wins this for me, where it's very user friendly.
And that's what I mean when, as far as like audio stuff. Like for example, when we went to audio engineering school, they
Okay.
teach you something called audio MIDI setup.
Okay,
So that's something that's internal in a Mac.
yeah,
That I could put if I have the power capability and everything like that, the CPU and all that stuff,
Mhm.
if I have 4 interfaces, let's just say that are 2 channel
Okay.
to make it simple,
Mhm.
right? And or even this, let's say I need 2 more channels. I use all 12
Mhm.
on my mixer, and I need 2 more channels, and I have my other interface.
Okay.
Within Mac, I can create its own audio configuration, linking the 2 to make it its own interface.
And it does it in a
Vir-
way that's very,
virtually.
very
Easy.
Easy. Yeah.
Like as far as like you just say link. Like I want these 2 to work
Yes.
together.
Yeah.
Make new these together.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to have all your inputs and all that stuff on one thing.
Mhm.
And you can use it within a DAW, which is a digital audio workspace.
Mhm.
But it's not like
Here,
you
I'll do
can't
this.
do that in
Digital
Windows, too.
audio workspace, and I'll put it on the screen for you guys in the edit.
Yeah. No, and that's a good point. I mean, you can do it with Windows, but I do get the that's the thing. It's the
easy.
It's the weird element that Apple makes everything very simple, but it only uses very specific, like you can only use certain things
And
with that.
it pisses us off because we use Pro Tools. You know what that is.
Yeah, I know Pro
Not
Tools.
everybody out there may not know what it is. Pro Tools is a place where you can edit audio, music, and video.
Yeah.
Actually. So what happens is Mac they do that thing, bro, every fucking year, where they go, hey, new fucking software, new this, new that, right? And then like, but then you gotta like they forget about everybody else.
Yeah.
All the programs that are on your Mac, all the things that you use, these people can't keep up, man.
No, not at all. Unless you're like tech, like you're into tech, you're not going to keep up with it. And the people that are already on the Apple bandwagon are staying on the Apple bandwagon. And
Yeah.
I think the reason the Apple bandwagon became a thing is because Apple is so user friendly, and
Yeah.
there's so many people who are lacking.
They were the first
in
2 on
basics.
integration. They were the
Yes.
first people to be like, integrated, it's done.
Yeah.
Like you can do it.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
I
I
mean,
like
fuck, I
Mac,
have-
but I would rather have a Galaxy phone. I would rather. I won't get one.
I wish my wife won't let me.
I won't-
Tori won't let me.
Good, because I
guys.
don't want you having that fucking green third world text box.
Yeah, third world text box over here.
I've heard that story way too many times, Luke.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. What phone do you have? Because you have the green text box.
He's Google Pixel.
I don't judge you for it because I wish everybody was on that
well,
fucking bandwagon.
That's the thing. I just switched to the Google Pixel.
How is it?
Yeah,
How's it been
dude.
for you?
I've
bro?
heard about that.
I'll give my honest review. I like the battery life,
Okay.
and I like the taking photos and editing photos.
Yeah.
Is
But
easy.
everything else, I like
Sucks.
the Samsung better.
better.
Yeah. Samsung's rad.
Yeah,
The Pixel's
like
cool.
especially processing, like the Samsung is like I feel like
You feel it's faster.
everything happens faster. Yeah, like
Mhm.
the actual chip or some shit must be better.
I recently switched. I washed my AirPods
Mhm.
on accident, and my dad was like, "Here's $100 for Christmas" when we were at Walmart. So I was like, "Fuck, what do I need?
Mhm.
What do I need
Yeah.
that I could be something useful, right?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh fuck, that's right. I washed my AirPods. I need new headphones." And it was like Black Friday weekend, and I was like, "Fuck, all right, let's go check out the headphones." And I got Sony
Okay.
headphones because I trust Sony. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Samsung and Sony. As far dude, the screen we use, peeps, right? That
It's Sony.
it's Samsung.
Oh, it's Samsung.
No, it's
My bad.
Samsung, and
Yeah.
this is from. I had this TV when I was 11, 12 years old. I'm 20, fucking almost 28, and this thing is still kicking. I have a Sony TV in my room that I got from one of my best friends, Andrew. Shout out Andrew. He watches the fucking podcast. I fucking love you, bro. I miss you. He's gonna become a doctor and he's gonna take care of all of our kids. Yeah, he'll probably work with this fuck. This guy's being a pharmacy.
Going to pharmaceuticals,
Yeah.
man. I want to be
The guy who used to do the drugs
pharmacist.
is gonna supply the drugs legally.
full 180.
Yeah, dude, just turn the table, bro.
Yeah. It's called growing up.
Yeah. It's called being like, oh wait, there's a lot of money in that. Either way, there's a lot of money in it, really, if you think about it.
Yeah.
As much as the pharmaceutical company sucks, but then also, if you think about it, it's just going to be sold on the street. So
Yeah.
it's the same kind of fucking deal.
So going back though,
Mhm.
okay, I didn't finish my YouTube. So
Yeah, what's
Um,
you never gave us the rest of
okay.
your recommended.
yeah, the tech stuff, the comedy.
Then we'll go to Spotify. stuff, guys. Don't worry.
the comedy stuff, and then again, like a lot of like editing, not so much like music stuff,
Yeah.
but editing tools. I like doing a lot of like photo editing stuff.
You're my fucking photo editing.
Yeah, if you
fucking
guys
guy.
see the what's it called?
the banner
The banner.
behind our logo on our YouTube page.
Yes.
That's this guy right here.
And that's just the banner one.
And
Words
dude, I know
just like that first iPhone. There's more coming.
when you told me that you were like, I've been doing this for like 6 hours, I knew exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Have you like even with mixing, like, and you like start looking up new shit
Yeah.
and you start adding things and you start like getting creative and you start like things start to pop a little bit more. Those bubbles kind of come up and you're like, oh shit, oh, I can do that. And then like and the opportunities and it just becomes endless. And then maybe that thing didn't look good. And you know,
Yeah.
it gets you in this good rabbit hole where
Have you
you're
ever
like,
seen something that you were like, damn, I wish I knew this like a couple months back?
yeah, dude.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
time.
It's
Where I'm
and,
like,
it
"Oh,
really
fuck."
like irks you because it's like you know how much time I
Really
spent.
Yeah. That's the worst. The best thing is too is even on like Adobe Premiere,
Mhm.
they fucking change. Like I remember asking people like, "Oh, how do you do subtitles and all this shit?" It's so easy now. You just fucking
Thank you AI.
yeah, really. And it literally just auto like, oh, okay, like transcript it, and then it'll fucking just read the fucking video. It's kind of off sometimes. Adobe,
Yeah,
come on, but it does get it pretty good,
it does.
and it's very easy to edit and insert. So
Yeah.
like when you're doing clips, bro, I need to give you my Adobe login, and it's so easy. It's like, oh, cool, that's what they said, and then like if you want to bleep something out or change something, fucking no time, no
Yeah.
time at all.
Dude, there's also one more thing on my recommended lately. I have not played a video game in years. I mean,
I wish you would, because you could play with us.
I know, dude. It's just there's something about video games now. You knew me, dude. I would play video games for
Yes.
like 8 hours, man.
Yeah.
Like you get me in a video game, I'm all in, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna beat everyone. You know, type mentality.
Yeah.
dude.
I'm the same. My favorite thing about video games is that I think it replaced my competitive nature.
Yeah.
So I love when it's like you're in it with the squad and you're communicating and like you're fucking fighting everybody and
Yeah.
all this shit. You know?
No, it's a cool dynamic, but the thing
Why
as
don't we
I've
just
gotten
go play
older now,
basketball?
Shut up.
the thi-
Shut the fuck up.
All right,
don't you
my
want to be
bad.
like don't you want to be like Kobe?
I don't know.
Oh
All
yeah,
right, my
sorry. LeBron.
Well, maybe.
So
I don't know. He got the poke.
yeah.
And his son had a fucking
Hey, you're the next Kyrie.
yeah. He's flat earther, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, flat Earth, baby.
Oh man.
It's not.
There's a lot going on with
It's
him.
not curved.
You know what? I'll pass on that one.
I just don't understand the whole fucking theory. Anyway, continue.
Anyways, so fucking okay, so I haven't played a video game, years. And the reason is like as I've gotten fucking older, I still love doing it, like when I do it, but when I get off it, I feel like a piece of shit. I feel like I'm like, I invested so much time into what I just did, and none of this is in my real life. Like I
Yeah.
can't like use any of that.
I feel like you're looking at it in the wrong way.
I feel like it might be the right way.
Don't do number one. I can tell
Okay.
you right now, as an adult,
Yeah.
I have 2 kids. I play video games still. I built my
Yeah.
own gaming PC, the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
You have to know that you're not going to be able to do 8-hour gaming days.
So
It's the 1 hour, like you were talking to me about earlier.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the escape. It's the for like that hour or 2 that I get without fucking everything else in the fucking world going on.
So that's
You
why
know?
I started again after and again, it's like you said, only for like an hour. But here's what I'm playing, dude. This
Babe, you started again?
Okay, here's the thing though. It's not gonna be anything we're playing together.
I
You
don't.
you want-
It doesn't matter to me. What are you playing?
Okay, this is what's on my recommended also on YouTube is Skyrim.
Skyrim's a great game,
Dude,
though. It's a great game.
I love Skyrim because it's an hour I get to waste into like
We
you
gotta
know,
find
how
a
do I
game that we
upgrade
all get to
to
just have fun.
yeah. How do I upgrade into Daedric armor? Like
Rocket
something
League.
so dumb.
We should play Rocket League together.
See, I can't play anything where
It's
like
a soccer
competitive.
ball with a car, and it's us playing together.
I can't, dude, because I know myself. I'm too addicted to once I get a competitive element in the game,
God, I'm gonna get
I'm
so drunk
lost.
after this.
I'm lost. it's gonna get wild.
Dude, I'm feeling saucy already right now. So
You don't hardly drink anymore.
I never drink.
Yeah.
I smoke weed. I do not drink.
Yeah,
So
I'm
these
the
Friday
opposite.
nights are. Well, we swapped.
Cade, what are
We
you? Are
swapped,
you
bro.
are you more weed
He's
or
a weed
more,
drink.
more
He's a weed drinker.
Oh.
you're a weed How many pots do you take?
How many pots do you consume, my
I
guy?
I drink about 10 bowls a week.
Yeah.
Smoke a couple beers.
Yeah. Hell
Way
yeah.
more. I'm with. It's so weird too, because if you guys would have met Da 5 years ago, 6 years ago, this guy smoked me under a table.
Yeah, fuck, I'd smoke a lot of people. On a
Oh,
fucking
dude,
table.
so many.
And my table was always open.
Yeah, dude. For sure.
But my fucking dude.
I
And
think it's because it went so like, dude, you used to be able
Okay.
to rip a dab, bro, like nothing.
oh, dude, I could take a fucking snake.
Yeah, and you'd be like, okay, like are we gonna do edibles? And
Yeah.
I think that's the thing with weed is that
Mhm.
you can't go like to the top. You know what I'm saying? Like so
Dude.
much.
I think you might have just unlocked the reason I don't like smoking weed anymore. Because I think before, because I would smoke all day.
Dude.
I mean, all day. It was ridiculous.
Like we would every time I came over, 2 gram blunt. Every time.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. And we would usually smoke 2.
Yeah.
That
100%.
was I had an era of that too.
Yeah. And what I realized, wow, that's a great fucking point you just brought. So what I realized is you would get so used to that, right? And like I would that became my reality. Whereas I took a break from smoking a lot. I only smoke at night. And then because of that huge massive break, I switched from that weed reality that I was in into my actual reality. And to be honest, I did not like what I saw.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, let me make some changes to my life because I don't like this shit. And then after I made those changes, now when I go back, it's like it's this augmented reality. I like my current reality. So like when I smoke now, and I like smoking, I like getting a little buzz, just the littlest hit. I like being elevated. But if I get high,
So a pen is kind of good for you then.
dude, this
Because then you can just hit it a little bit, set it down. Because with tree, it's always a toss up.
it's a fucking task too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this pen holds 2 grams of wax in it. This has been with me for 6 months now. I mean, that's how little.
killer.
That's how little I
That's
smoke.
a big for you, dude. What? And you started. When did you start smoking?
How
How old were you?
regularly 18. I got my medical card at 18. I smoked a little when I was like 15, but like here and there.
Yeah.
But like regularly 18.
18,
And from
yeah.
18, it was like,
I think me starting when I was 21 made a big difference
oh yeah,
because I had those 3 years of like, I didn't really drink either.
yeah.
I was
You
pretty
you grew.
I
and
had a
then-
lot of different like developmental things too that happened at that time that
Yeah.
were really crucial.
Mhm.
So it's different, bro. It's so interesting when you start thinking about just everything overall, as far as like, it doesn't matter if it's weed, if it's alcohol, if it's fucking medicine, if it's
Yeah.
food, the relationships people's bodies have with these certain things, it's just different for everybody. And when we used to just put a blanket, we used to just blanket everybody under a thing, bro. We used to
Yeah.
just be like, oh, dude, general public is in this fucking category.
Yeah.
And then that's what you got.
And
you
when
know?
people say that they're not addicted to smoking weed, I will 100% admit I was addicted to smoking weed. Not maybe on a physical. There's minor physical dependence. There's minor. I mean,
I'm
you have
sli- I'm-
nightmares and shit when you stop.
but that doesn't bother me.
Exactly. It's so
Yeah.
minor that it doesn't bother you. But
It's the nauseating thing.
it's the dopamine that you get from it that you like, and that's how I am, man. Like you give me something I like, I'm gonna run with it, and I've had to
Yeah.
really hone that in. And now with weed, it's this, I don't know, it's this mental state that I just don't. I don't like being out of my mental state. I really like fucking. I want to be there. I want to really be in my shit.
And do you feel that weed takes you out of the moment, or does it put you in to the moment? Because I feel a lot of the times that weed puts me into the moment
Mhm.
because of so much chaos going on in my mind around me and things going on around me that it almost helps. It gets the blinders kind of like, okay, we're here. Let's just
Hone in.
a little bit, you know.
What about
Well,
you?
Because
no,
I never get super high.
I'm
I
like
should say,
literally
too.
in between both of you guys. I see both ways because I think it does like calm you down, relax you, kind of focuses you a little bit.
Mhm.
But also on the other hand, like, dude, I feel like I have the worst memory of all time because I smoke weed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
and like recalling even like words. Even when I'm in a conversation, like
Mhm.
sometimes I'll be like, "What's that word again?" And it'll be just a simple ass word.
Yeah. That's exactly, dude, that fucking is exactly it. Like, it's like
Yeah.
those little fucking moments that you like forget that you're like, why am I forgetting this? I know that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually just go, oh, it's because of the weed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I usually just
You
go,
have to chop it up at one point. You have to stop thinking about it. Be
yeah,
like, it's just the weed.
It's just the weed, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, dude,
But-
I'm okay. My brain's not breaking, dude. I'm
But
just
that's
fucking,
the interesting thing. I used to be like it would close in my blinders, you know, it would help me zone in. I think I got so used to that. That was my way of zoning in. And for me, it was like when I removed that, I had to then figure out how to zone in myself. And then after I figured out how to zone in myself, the weed now makes me zone out. Like if I get
I
high,
guess that makes sense. Yeah.
I'm the opposite of what you just described now.
Yeah.
I'm fucking, my mind won't stop.
Right.
I
yeah.
have way too much going on.
How
for
long
me.
did you stop smoking for?
I never stopped. I just went from smoking like 8 grams a day to 10 grams a day to. Yeah, so
I think maybe 5 grams a day at
Really?
one point. Maybe.
Do you want to know my worst?
Maybe.
My worst was
Because I don't really smoke tree that much. I try to stay pretty consistent.
My worst was 16 grams a day. That's where it was like I was like every
that's fucking half a zip.
yeah.
That's more.
I think, dude, but this was
A
back-
little over half a zip.
This is when I was like 18 though, and like when you had your medical card, no one else. It
That
wasn't
is true.
legal.
When we first met, you were like, dude, they don't care. Like they'll give you as much weed as you want.
Yeah, like no, and like they give it to you for like I could buy like a zip, right? And it would be like $100, but like you buy $100 zip, it's trash. You buy $100 zip back when I was 18 and had a medical card, gas.
Yeah, because it was only medical.
Yeah.
That's
So
why, you know, and it sucks that this is actually a really good fucking point that you brought this. We brought weed up,
The
right?
prices are definitely inflated.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Oh, 100%.
Number 1. Number 2, stop making it complicated. It's weed, bro.
thank you.
Stop doing, oh, that's liquid diamonds. It was cured cold too. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Does it rip? Is it taste good? And does it do what it's supposed to do?
Yes.
I don't need the extra bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
Stop giving me little, oh, you can spray this in your water.
Luke's really heated about
Bro,
this
I went to
topic.
because I got carts that this chick was like liquid diamonds and they fucking suck. And
Yeah.
I'm like, don't fucking sell me on this shit. You know how us stoners are.
Yeah.
We just want something that hits good.
Why don't you just get something that that you can rely on and you just keep getting it over and
I always
over
do,
again?
but that's
Because
the,
that's what I
No,
get.
no.
I've been getting this high grade flour. and
yeah,
it's-
I just gotta lessen my weed smoking because
Bomb.
it's expensive.
And that's the thing though. If you get the high grade,
It's
fucking,
expensive.
it's
expensive.
outrageous. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm
no,
spending.
that's what the brand is called. It's
Oh.
called high grade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. well, I'm expecting it to be high grade. So yeah, this select. I feel like Select is a great.
Select is technically a high grade brand.
It's the in and out of weed. It's
Yeah.
consistent every time.
So it's been around since the beginning.
Yeah. So, yeah, but I'm like, I'm paying like $40 for this one thing, and I usually do it whenever, like every 6 months, whenever there's a buy one get one. You know, so $40, I'm getting 2.
Dude, they fucked me. I went to the dispo
Okay.
and it was a Select deal, same exact company,
Okay.
and they fucking discluded those, the brick things or whatever they're called.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like, except for these, and I was like, you motherfuckers,
Dude, these are the best. They hold 2 grams.
Yeah, that's why they excluded them because they're like, well, it's 2 grams, man. Like we can't. That's too much weed to just give away for free, bro. Buy one get one is too much, or buy one. Even if it was buy one get one half off, I would have bought it.
It's getting ridiculous.
It
I don't
is.
the cannabis I go into a dispensary now. If you went into a dispensary back when it wasn't legal and it was just medical, it was, I mean, oh my God, it was like going into a candy store and like,
But like, shouldn't it? Like, that's the thing that I don't get. Shouldn't it be like that now? Because then they would make more money.
Well, here's the thing: is whenever something becomes a mass product,
You're gonna say exactly what Tori says to me. Supply and demand.
yes, it's like, and this is
And I say, you know what I say to that?
what
Just because it's a fucking thing doesn't mean it's right.
I agree, 100%. But that's capitalism.
People are
dude.
greedy.
Is they're gonna,
100%.
and I'm all for capitalism. don't get me
Well,
wrong.
no,
I'm
that's
for
not the-
capitalism. I'm just
that's
saying
not the
fair
issue.
capitalism. Like,
It's not
give
even
me a
the issue
40%
of the
on everything.
companies inflating the prices. It's the fucking taxes, dude.
Dude, yeah, I know, but like,
It does add $10.
I'm okay-
It's 30% tax.
I'm
Yeah.
okay with that, dude, because like I literally want the economy to be better. Like I'm okay with the tax. It's the thing is like I don't want to buy this select cart right here. I'm saying is good, right? It's shit compared to everything back in the day, back when it wasn't legal, and like
They
I mean,
definitely made things more like thick and like.
everything was the quality of
yeah.
everything you bought was, even if you bought the lowest tier shit, it was hot. It was considered the high tier of
Yeah,
what
that's
it is.
I remember
well,
you'd
that-
get like
That's
you'd get
everything in
edibles.
America now.
Yeah, well, supply and
Everything's
demand.
become-
Yeah.
Well, no, everything's just becoming like so like over like they have to overproduce so much that
Yeah.
they have to like just fucking pump like pesticides and whatever
Yeah.
steroids, whatever they need to into
Yeah.
these fucking crops and food.
Do you think
and
it would
whatever
work
it
if we
is.
went? Do you think it would work if like let's just say, because this is usually what they do. If they try to change the society and stuff, they'll throw in like, hey, we'll give you 20 grand if you start a farm, kind of thing, right?
No.
So do you think that if they said, hey, we need to go back to natural farming where we rotate
Mhm.
crops and we need to change crops into different positions and we need to not put pesticides, we need
Okay.
to protect our people, right? Do you think that would work?
No. Okay. So here's why. There's actually a fuck.
Because that's the only answer I can think of, and I don't think it's gonna work.
I'm actually doing plant biology as part of this semester. So I actually learn, and I forget the exact.
plant biologist.
I fucking hate plant biology. Oh my god, it sucks.
It makes me think of biology from like high school because I was in college prep,
Yeah.
and I remember learning plant biology, and I was just like, dude, this is so dumb.
I like plant biology when it talks about how it affects our
Us.
biology,
Yeah.
but I hate plant biology. It's like, here's the history of this plant. Here's this. I'm like, I don't give a fuck,
They're
man.
like, this is a daisy, okay? You gotta remember how it pollinates, how it fucking grows, how
Yeah.
things just come together.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. learning
How does
about-
it interact with me?
Yeah, how does it affect my? That's what I want
I
to
agree.
fucking know.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
What's the difference between a human cell and a plant cell?
Go.
Okay. So they're all cells. Like, I mean, all cells are like, you know, the way that they differentiate is the way that they interact with what, like, so, okay, so there's a plant and a plant cell, right? And the plant cell, depending on what kind of cell it is, has a certain function. Whereas like ours, let me go to human biology, where it's like, okay, so I have all my body is made up of cells. But your nails grow, right? Okay. So I consume food that breaks down into proteins and other amino acids and stuff that help the body grow those things and build that. That's how like that interacts. Whereas with a plant, it interacts a little bit different. Still similar, like it's still
Photosynthesis.
yeah, like the way that they consume energy is completely different. We consume energy by eating food and breaking that down into the specific proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. Plants get all their fucking food from the sun. So it's through photosynthesis. Yeah. We can't photosynthesize. If we did, we wouldn't have a fucking
Photosynthesis.
photo.
Have you heard people
If
do
we-
that?
So
where
if
they
we
just like
photosynthesize, then we wouldn't even have a butthole.
yeah. Because then you could if you could do photosynthesis, that means you could just grab energy from UV.
You know, I can't even answer that with 100% because even plants produce pollen for like certain plants produce certain pollens, or certain plants produce certain like a poppy plant produces.
Pollen's plant shit?
Well,
no,
I'm not saying it's plant shit.
No,
I'm just saying,
it's not
like-
plant shit. It's actually plant sperm.
Oh my God.
Actually,
Yeah.
you know what? You're not wrong.
I
You're-
know. I
you're
remember
not.
from bio class because I was like, oh, so it's kind of like sperm.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I remember.
Fuck.
So,
So people have allergies because they got a bunch of
Fucking jizz up
Oh,
their nose.
a bunch of nut. They just breathed up a bunch of nut in there.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
just fucking plant
Oh
nut
my
all up
God.
in there, bro.
Yeah. So, but
You're like, dude, she just keeps making me sneeze. I just don't know what it is.
but to go.
Dude, I'm gonna
It's-
say that next time. Next time someone sneezes, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, that plant just probably busted a fat."
Yo,
Oh
you
my
be
God.
careful, bro. You might get pregnant.
You got some dandelions growing in you.
You be careful. All right, they come after you. Watch child support.
Yeah. And you can't get rid of them either.
I heard that fucking orchid is a fucking feisty one.
Fucking. Oh, dude, don't get me started on a ficus, okay?
So
Plant jokes, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that's where we're at.
that's where we're at. They're plants.
we
They're
have a
funny as
pharmacist
shit.
in the building, okay?
Hey, not yet. Not even close.
Dude,
I'm getting there.
You know what I think is gonna happen? Is
Okay.
you're gonna get to being a pharmacist, and then
Mhm.
you're gonna be like, God damn it, they made me go through all that memorization, and it's just all on a computer.
You know what? There is that element, but I'm gonna be that I love.
Because it's a
Neur-
lot of drugs, bro, and it's
It-
a lot of Latin.
Here's the thing, though. My passion is neurobiology. Fucking
Which I'm with you, because that was the only thing I was interested in as far as like when it came to sciences and biology and stuff.
Yeah.
It was neuroscience and the brain.
the brain is the cool because the brain controls everything.
Mhm.
So and with my past, I really like drugs. Now I don't like drugs how I used to like drugs,
Yeah,
but
me
I do.
either.
But I do like the way that they affect the brain. I
Yeah.
think it's very intriguing.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
interesting.
So that's going to be fucking cool. But to go back to the point about the weed and the reason why they're not going to have this thing where it's like we're going to give you money to do this. So there is like an organization. I forget the exact abbreviation.
Are you talking about the farming?
Yes,
The
farm.
question I asked.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So the farm, there is a group, call it like how PETA is with animal rights, right? There is, but it's government. The government recognizes it and gives
But-
tax exemptions for like if you use all natural, chemicals on these plants and they don't have any GMOs and stuff like that. Like there's an organization that will be like, do this and we'll give you some tax exemption. The only thing is like, it's not like enough to change. Like it's better for the companies on an economical stance, it's better to just use the fucking steroids, all the chemicals to grow more and produce more because they need more money.
Yeah.
Everybody needs more money right now.
So somebody who's on the left
Okay.
basically would argue back with you,
Okay.
right? And
Yeah.
I don't agree with this, but because I'm like playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, I'm all for
If
it.
someone came back and argued with like, okay, well then that's why we should be on a fucking everybody should get paid the same for the job kind of thing.
That's-
a social
no.
economic system.
Dude, I love socialism as like an idea. Like it is
I like communism as an idea.
it's
It doesn't exist though. It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
no government, no religion, and everything is provided for you.
that's
at
more
the touch.
socialism.
Well,
Communism.
No,
is-
if you
We're-
were Karl Marx's original right of what communism
I thought
is.
Karl Marx was the I mean, I know communism was built off Marx.
Yeah. It was his original writing of
but I
communism, and then that's
believe-
when Marxism came from.
Yes, but I believe that Marx, and I could be wrong on this, but I believe that Marx introduced the idea of socialism, and from socialism stemmed communism, where it was government facilitated socialism.
Jamie,
Jamie? Yeah. Oh,
look it up.
look it up. So we got
From what I remember in philosophy class, it was communism started first.
Okay.
With him saying, "Hey, no religion, no government, everything has." But and
Okay.
his whole point too was saying that everything was provided for you on a status of technology. So that
Yeah.
means that things have to be at a certain point in society.
So what I've understood is that
And I could be wrong.
communism is like how Catholicism is, and socialism is like Christianity, where it's all it's all
I
encompassing.
get what you're saying. Yeah.
So I don't know. It could be
Because like communism as a base, where like if you don't include free will
uh-huh.
and like people,
Here. Well,
it works. But
the idea that we all contribute and that we all are getting benefits from investing, socialism as an idea is great. In practicality, people are too selfish to be able to make socialism work.
So the best representation
people
of
are selfish for capitalism too.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%. And that's a whole other end of the spectrum.
and
where
that's
it
when
goes in a-
and that's what I was saying earlier is that I think capitalism is great, but I think we just need to make some regulation.
there needs to be a mixture of
we
both.
need to rein it in.
Dude,
We need to rein it in.
not a lot of people know this, but public school systems and Labor Day, right? That was from the Socialist Party. Like, these things are government funded, right?
Mhm.
So it's a socialist idea. You need to have a mixture of both, because if you go, like you said, people are selfish. On the capitalist side, you get people who get too greedy and then start losing like key morals and ethics for
Yeah.
profit.
Yeah.
And that's a problem.
Because they see the dollar.
Yeah,
Dollar
but
There
dollar
if you,
needs to be
bills,
just
yeah.
like capitalism with more regulations. I
I
think.
agree with that.
I don't know so much regulation.
I do think that like school should be a socialist thing.
Well, like regulations, as in like we
I
can't.
do-
have
I think
there needs to be
pesticides
both.
in
I think
our
there needs to
I
fucking
think you
food.
should have the option, right, when you get out of high school.
Yeah.
Hey, you can go to college for free if you want, or you don't have to.
The college aspect, I got to think more in depth on that. I haven't actually.
Because think about it, you're
I'm thinking
creating
of more
the,
like,
you're
okay.
creating my whole. I guess where my perspective comes up with the college thing,
Yeah.
is that you're creating, even with school, I should say, over a whole scope, right?
Mhm.
The whole point of school is to create the future of America, correct?
Yes. Well,
So-
no. Well,
Right? You're creating
But-
the future workers of America.
well, that's the key. The workers.
yeah,
and
future workers
you
of
d-
America.
Workers
How-
don't have ideas. Workers work and do what
And-
they're told.
But that's the thing, is that that's the whole point of it, giving these kids the option, the opportunity to go to college, because that's the whole point of college. We all know that. The
Ye-
whole point of college is figuring it out.
Yeah.
We all
and-
know that that's what it's for. And I feel like pinning that on a kid, for example, you,
Yeah.
me, Cade, saying that, hey, take this lump sum of debt that you're going to have to deal with later
Yes. Okay.
and figure it out.
Well, okay, yeah, and that adds a whole other element. But Kate, you were gonna say something to the socialist capitalist thing.
Oh, well, I was.
Oh,
Just,
you were
I
looking-
brought it up.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so let's look up.
At its
So
most basic, communism is a philosophy based on equitable distribution of
Wealth
wealth,
amongst
right,
nations,
amongst
yes.
nations, right? Socialism encompasses a broader spectrum of political beliefs, but shares communism's emphasis on fair, if not necessarily. equal.
so I knew that. Can you type in? Was Karl Marx the founder of socialism or communism?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's what we're.
Yeah, because
Because that's and dude, I mean, it's been, how old am I? It's almost been 10 years
Yeah.
since I was 18.
and
so.
and to answer your question though on the whole thing, why like on the left side
Communism.
is he was founder. Okay, yeah,
Praise me. No, I'm
And-
just joking.
and
I did the fist too. It's a little too much. I'm sorry.
the reason why the reason
At least you didn't do the fucking.
Yeah, at least I
salute
didn't
or
go back
whatever.
to my German roots. Bro.
Yeah.
That's why, dude, with the whole fucking Palestine Jew thing, dude, I'm like, hey man, I'm German, bro. I don't. I thought the Jews were good.
I'm already making up for my mistakes.
Yeah. I'm like, hey Jews, what's up? Yeah. I thought that was it, but
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
So the reason why a lot of and I get the left's argument on a lot of stuff, and I get the right's argument. The problem is, well, first the benefits of each. The benefits of capitalism is it inspires innovation.
Yeah, it's
and
a lot of
incentive.
ingenuity. A
Yes,
lot of
because you
ingenuity
have to
happens.
compete. It's competitive.
Yeah,
You know?
and I like that aspect of it.
Imagine
like
you
that
took
aspect of it.
competitive out of everything, video games, everything. Everybody won first place.
Right.
Everybody,
It'd be so boring.
everybody got the same armor in the
Eh,
video game. Everybody got
Yeah.
everything at the same time.
Yeah.
Everybody would get bored.
Well,
No,
and so
yeah.
there's gonna be no motivation.
there's a
that's
there
it.
is a representation of this in film.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that's reality, right? That's
Okay.
not what I'm saying. As far as like being able to apply it in a practical sense, this is the best way we can see it, right?
Okay.
The film is Star Trek.
And
So
which the newer ones?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
I've
it
seen
doesn't
those.
matter. Any of them.
Okay,
The whole
I've
point
only
of
seen
the
the
whole
newer ones.
base of Star Trek, right?
Uh-huh.
As far as the universe is that human society has developed to such a degree
Mhm.
that everything is available at the touch of an atomizer. So I could walk up to my little atomizer and go,
Mhm.
I want an Xbox 5000.
Okay.
Right? That's the version that's out.
Yeah.
It would fucking make it out of the atoms in the air and make it for me.
Okay.
Right? And in Star Trek, obviously, the focus is sciences and exploration,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So in Star Trek, that's the representation of what actual socialism slash communism. They say socialism, I think, in the comics. I'm pretty sure,
I don't know enough
and
about
everything.
it.
But and I'm not an expert. Star Trek people, comment, okay?
Let us know. We're the Star Trek
Even if
communists
it-
or we're
Star
the
Trek is-
capitalists.
About socialism?
No, it's not about socialism, but the society in which they display is socialism, and the whole base of it is that everything's available at the touch of a button,
Mhm.
right? And my whole thing is that you were saying like, oh well, human motivation would go down.
Yeah.
That didn't have like, and I'm just saying this.
Mhm.
This is in a fictional universe, right?
Mhm.
But it presents the idea from watching a piece of art,
Mhm.
right? To bring in the theory of would we as humans change our perspective on what to chase?
So yeah,
Because we are an adaptive species. If I put you in fucking Iraq within 7 days, you're gonna adapt,
yeah.
right? If I put you anywhere, your human body, its whole point of it is to adapt
Physically.
physically, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna survive.
But okay, so this is my ideal. This is what I think. So I love that capitalism creates innovation and motivation. And it's like, you know, you got to have the best products. Like all these people are competing, so new stuff is coming out,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
But eventually, well, how much more new stuff do we need? You know, we have enough, and
Yeah.
now other people are suffering. So
But you bring that, and that just brings in the question of where do you draw the line at progress?
I never cut off progress completely. But if progress gets in the way of if progress gets in the way of progress, basically, it's like is the innovation and the amount of money that you're gonna make from this more
Mhm.
important than the people who are suffering who aren't even on fucking
But that's the thing is that requires empathy.
well, yeah.
But people don't have that.
That's a problem.
But-
That's a
And how
huge-
do you create that?
you don't create it? It's a skill that you adapt over
No,
time.
I know, but I'm saying like as far as like say if I'm a president, how do I put more empathy into the society?
You have to. Well, that's why laws are in place. Yeah,
Laws
but
create-
No, I was no. Well, capitalism. Well, earlier when I said capitalism with more regulations, I
Okay.
mean shit, as in like
Like you can't charge
like
double what
you
it's
can't
worth.
put pesticides in fucking crops that people eat.
okay. But let me play devil's advocate. With that. Let's say we don't have enough food now, because that's like a problem. We have way more people in the world. And,
Eat
and-
less, you fucking fat bitches.
Well, no,
But
that's the
we live in a
thing.
free country. You can eat
But
as
that's
much
the
as you
thing.
want.
If there's
That's
there's
true, but
less,
should you?
Agreed. Agreed.
if fucking Walmart and fucking every like big corporation didn't dominate every fucking aspect of business, then
Mhm.
there would be more small businesses, and there would be like
I hate
more
that there's not a
crops.
Radio
and
Shack.
fucking-
No, there'd be less crops. So because like that, those pesticides and those steroids and the things that they use and the GMOs,
It helps plants grow faster.
Yeah, like
basically.
these people are producing so much that if you cut all that out, right, the whole way that you buy groceries would be way more expensive.
Yeah.
Because
you-
supply and demand. You
Yeah.
have more, so you could sell it for a lower
Capitalism.
price.
Yeah.
But if you have less, you have to
backfire.
sell. It's so this is the catch-22
Yeah,
between capital and
it sucks.
this is why I don't like when people are so one way or
yeah,
the other.
yeah.
It's like
Because there's certain things
a middle
within a
ground.
society I feel like that need to kind of be just like, hey, we all as a country
yeah.
agree to put money into this because we believe in it.
yeah.
You
But-
know, it's just like education. Like if I believe in my daughters, I believe in other people's daughters.
Mhm.
I believe in other people's kids that they are the future of this country.
Yeah.
I want them to get an advantage in life
Oh,
and not
yeah.
have to pay for education. I think that's my stance as
Oh,
far as anything, really.
Oh, education is definitely probably most important.
Like I think that should be a socialist program as far as like giving you the option like, hey man, you can do this
and also,
Well, it
or
is.
you
and
can
also
go this way.
medical too. Like you shouldn't be paying fucking
That too. I think
outrageous
it's
fucking
stupid,
And,
right? I
prices.
but
think
there's
it's stupid.
but there's a huge problem with the medical part where it's like adapting. So, but on the school thing, we do have it right now. Like it is social. Like you,
It's way more, but it's still very.
but this is the
gouging.
it's not the problem with the income coming in. It's who's in control of where that income goes. We pay
That's true.
taxes
That's a good point. That's a
to
very good
to
point.
public schools. Like
That's
our
a very, very
all of
good
our
point.
taxes are just spread out by the people who are in charge.
Yeah.
So it's the people who are in charge that are really the problem.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
very good point.
Yeah.
That's a very, very, very.
Yeah,
very
one
good
of a guy that I know recently I was talking to, he told me that like we're moving not towards like socialism or like communism, but we're
Mhm.
moving towards more of fascism, where literally like businesses and government are literally like intertwined almost.
Yeah. Oh no, that's 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what's scary. That
Yeah.
what's scary is, and this
I
is
didn't
what I
even
don't.
I didn't even think about it that way.
Dude, it's nuts.
That's
because
kind of that is scary because if you really do think about it, that's the whole problem is that because
Well-
there's lobbying, there's
yes.
that's intertwined. So if we eradicate that, we're done. Like if you get rid of lobbying, do you think that that has to be a big fix?
Look, I'm.
Because you have to be doing it out of the kindness of your heart at that point.
That's where the problem is. Is like that.
Yeah.
You nailed it. Because it's like these people are investing so much money and influencing the decisions that affect all of us, and only
And they're making the most money off of it.
yeah. So the ideas aren't the problem. It's the people who are executing the ideas.
yeah.
This is why communism and socialism in a government
Don't-
facilitated way don't work.
Don't
Yeah.
end up working
'Cause then
because
it
the people
becomes
in
a
power.
dictatorship.
Yeah.
Yes,
Becomes a dictatorship.
dude, do you know how many like the millions of people who died because of socialists?
Do you
Socialist.
remember the? I know it's not a good example. I know a lot of people hate him. Louder with Crowder. Have you seen that show?
No.
He's very far right leaning.
Okay.
So, and he's like super Republican, the whole bit, right?
Mhm.
So there's some things I agree with him on, but there's a lot of things that where we are like, where
Yeah.
we're not so definite, right? We're not so like, hey, this is the thing. This is how it is. This is the way it goes. We understand that situations are different,
Mhm.
right? We understand that certain things change,
Mhm.
all of that. He does bring up the point though of where
Kate will be right back. He
Yeah.
didn't just walk out.
he'll be
He's-
right back. Yeah, he's fucking done, dude. He's fucking out. That distracted my brain.
No, you were
and
talking about this guy. What his name?
Louder with Crowder.
Yes.
So his whole podcast is very Republican, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he does the whole. You've probably seen the clips. It's where he goes on a college campuses and says, "I believe there are only two genders. Prove me wrong."
That's that guy's name. That
His
fucking dude?
name's Steven
I
Crowder.
can't stand that fucking dude. You want to know why I can't stand?
I take him as somebody who's very, like I said,
Yeah.
very right leaning. He's very pompous and very like I'm right.
Dude,
But he's
100%.
he's very factual.
I'm not going to doubt the guy has intelligence
Yeah,
and is a
yeah.
very good thinker and
Yeah.
knows a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
Not doubting that. It's just an arrogant thing to like go onto these college camp. And I know that here's the thing. These people do this shit and then they're like, we're just trying to start a dialogue to get somewhere going somewhere. I'm like,
Well, they know they're gonna poke the bear.
that's what they're doing. That's the whole thing of why they're doing it. They
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
they're not actually, it would be cool if you were really going there to start a dialogue, but
Yeah.
you're not. You're really going there to poke the bear. And that's
But we're not him. He might be going in with good intentions. He just
you know
knows
what? That's true.
He just knows it's gonna be good content.
And well, that's the thing. It shouldn't be good content. I don't give a fuck about when it
Yeah,
affects.
I feel like if you're dealing with politics, you might have to go in with a very selfless aspect.
yeah,
You know.
dude, you don't get anywhere in politics without being a selfish sellout son of
And
a
that
bitch,
sucks.
dude. And like
That
it
sucks.
sucks. The fucking fact that I have to vote between
Dude,
a douche and a turd sandwich,
Dude,
like it's
dude, like the two options we had last. We're gonna have the same options though. That's the weird thing, bro.
And me and my girl just talked about this last night.
How's that gonna go this next year, bro? Because
Dude.
we're stepping into election year. We're
It-
not stepping into just pre-year. Because I was worried about this year.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's the year before election. I don't
Yeah.
know how it's gonna go. Right? We have all this Trump shit,
Mhm.
bullshit. That he's getting indicted. This and that.
Yeah.
We all know. I'm sorry, Democrats. We all know you guys are just trying to fucking make him look bad. That's the problem.
Dude, I will
Like-
say though, the guy I fucking hate Trump. But I'm gonna vote for him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote for him.
Because I know
I
he
hate
knows
the-
how to do business.
Not that. It's just I
That's
feel like
my-
it's the
my-
greater of two evils.
Yeah.
That's all I feel
That's
like.
that's my second thing. My first thing is that
and
he's a
also the
businessman.
economy was 100 times better.
Yeah,
That's
no,
been factual.
no. This is what I'm saying. The certain economic policies,
Yeah.
I'm on board with. However,
I don't agree with how he did the weapon selling.
dude,
thing.
he acts like a fucking dude. He acts like a
I don't agree with that
5-year-old.
one.
He acts like a 5-year-old. He fucking
Yeah, but imagine. Okay, this is where I start to step in the realm of Trump's mind. This
Okay.
kid at 16 years old was given $1 million loan from his father to start buying a hotel or apartment complex
Yeah.
and run it.
yeah.
And his dad probably wasn't there.
Yeah.
This is my psychology.
No, I
stepping
get
in.
why he
Yeah,
is the way
yeah,
he
yeah,
is.
yeah.
That doesn't mean I want the guy to be president.
No, no,
but,
no,
but,
and-
but,
and
but I
that-
want him over
yeah.
a guy who's fucking half there. Yeah, dude. And but the
Who's
thing,
frozen in time, bro.
so me and my girl talked about this last night, and I'm on board, dude. I'm like, I have nothing against
Because we
people-
know
I-
what Trump's going to provide. We know exactly what he's going to do.
on this topic. I personally, I have nothing. I personally wouldn't get one or wouldn't want my girlfriend to get one. However, it's her choice. I'm not for
It's not
abortion,
her choice.
but I
it's my
think
choice.
that it should be like I have nothing against like it being legal, you know. But like if you want to,
abortion. You're
yeah,
saying.
abortion.
Being legal or illegal?
Yeah, I'm cool with it being legal. I don't.
I'm cool with it being legal.
I wouldn't personally get one, and that's my own personal choice. But I don't think
don't use it for what's it called? It's not like a plan B. It hurts the girl a lot, guys.
well, yeah. Dude,
Just
there's-
remember
oh,
that when
there's-
you're sticking a dick in a bitch, okay? Just
like how you went from girl to like just fucking. She's a bitch.
Sticking a dick in a bitch.
when you're fucking a girl, right? Just remember that they have way more in touchness with their emotions than you do.
Oh, 100%.
So like if shit happens to them, it kind of sticks here first. If it happens to us, we're able to kind of like bury it or push it to the side and kind of just keep going.
Yeah.
It's different. So just fucking remember.
Even if
okay?
I'm not as emotionally as intelligent
Yeah.
as my girl is,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
she is.
There's the girls
Well,
are way
it's
more
more-
in touch with that.
Yeah.
Way more. Way more.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's
Well, Cade's over here smiling.
yeah, what's up, Kate?
What's
I
up?
don't know. No, I shouldn't. You're right.
Look,
It's the female. It's more about the female. Yeah, I don't know.
Like
I don't understand. I don't get it. A lot of time we have
same,
little
I'm
bickers
with you.
because
I'm with you because I'll be like, what do you mean? Like,
Yeah.
why are you letting that emotion take over? Like,
Yeah,
I'll be like, what? Like, no.
Well, okay, fine. I'll come out. I just come from the standpoint of
yeah, don't be a
se-
pussy, Cade. Tell us how you feel.
No, I'll voice my opinion because I don't think it's very controversial. I think it's I think it's personally wholesome, but I think that sex shouldn't be taken as just something like to do or like a
I
stress
agree.
reliever, whatever
I
it is. I think
100%.
it really should be
agree.
for love and
I
like
agree.
whatever that for like a special connection.
Amen.
Yeah.
Call me a
fucking-
bitch or
I
not,
agree.
but-
I
No,
agree.
no,
I
I
agree.
agree.
I agree.
I agree.
But
Dude,
being
so
a father
in
and
that
that whole
in
thing,
that in that mindset, I think a lot of abortions do come from that. Literally, yeah.
Like thinking of it in a light of like whatever.
people are just
So-
more of like whatever about it rather
That's-
than
yes.
because
I think it does mean a
having
lot.
It
means way more than
definitely,
people
yeah.
put a price
weighs
on
a
it.
lot.
Right? It weighs a lot.
It weighs a lot.
women and men like how do we get the abortion fucking
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
And don't worry, in a couple minutes we're gonna do the Spotify stuff. Abortion. Go,
Yeah, dude. Here, I love it. We haven't even touched on the Spotify shit, dude. We went we went.
But this is why it's called Modern Bros. Okay, people. If you're a fan, it's called Modern Bros because this is what Modern Bros do. We'll be at a bar. Let's just say this is a bar.
Yeah,
We would be doing the same thing.
We talk about what's modern.
Yeah, we would just talk about bullshit that's going on in the world, and then just like how it makes us think.
we start with saltines. We
Yeah.
end up with World War fucking
Three,
III.
exactly.
Luke has not had a lot of drinks in a long time.
Dude, as you guys can notice, I'm at a quarter.
I'm like
I have a-
fucking 3 is my sweet spot. 2 is like
I'm at
my
4.
average my
I'm at
average
4, I think.
my average day. Like I shoot for 2. I don't like to have more than that.
Yeah,
But 3 is my sweet spot if
yeah,
I'm having fun.
Yeah. I'm having fun right now.
Yeah, dude, fucking have. It's
hey,
Friday night,
Dude, I haven't been able to relax in like 2 weeks. So
dude. Amen.
I'm here with you boys right now.
God,
like,
that's another topic I want to fucking
Dude,
get into.
You guys just reminded me of a topic.
Okay, so Cade,
go
bring it
forever.
up. I want to hear it.
Well, we still gotta get through Spotify and everything.
Okay. But wait, I just wanted to finish on this
Finish.
fucking last thing. Okay.
Yeah. And we're gonna move.
Yeah, then we're gonna move on. Fucking sorry, but the fucking the abortion thing. I'm totally fucking. I wouldn't get one. I wouldn't personally get one. That's my own personal choice. I think it should be an option. I think
I'd
it should be
abort
the-
a nut.
I think Luke would abort one.
I'd abort a nut if I could be like, no, cancel, don't nut in her, don't nut in her. Then I would. yeah.
Hey, I'm pro plant abortion. I don't want those plant nuts in my nose.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
You don't want the pollen getting up.
I'm all
in-
about blowing your nose and getting rid of fucking the plant babies.
Yeah.
Get rid of those fucking plant babies.
So I'm not personally for it. I like
I'm with
on
you.
my own
I'm with
personal
you, I'm with
level.
you.
However,
it's not a great thing.
I think it should be available because there's a lot of circumstances where I don't think people are even in the capacity to have a fucking child,
Exactly.
and they don't own up to the responsibility. I would own up. That's why I'm not against it, because that's why I'm
Dude, you'd
personally
be
against
such
it.
a good dad.
Is because if it happened to
That's
me,
a whole
I would
nother
own
genre.
up to what fucking happened. I
Yeah.
got someone pregnant, so I need to fucking take the
You too.
responsibility.
You'd be a great
Same.
dad too.
Yeah. So, but this is the top. What I wanted to get to from finishing that is, this is why church and state need to be fucking separate. You can't have the reason why Republicans and a lot of far right people are very against abortion is because of their religious beliefs, which is fine. I'm on the same boat with that. I'm not personally a fan of it, but I can't take away the right of everybody else to have that option.
Yeah, because we're not all the same.
Dude,
Yeah.
if you combine church and state, and why I personally think that that's such a great philosophy to have, and why
To separate them.
is because running a government is going to get messy. It's gonna
Always.
get dirty.
Always.
It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
going to align with any religious things in a lot of things. There's greed. There's all the 7 deadly
Yeah.
sins in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Oh, dude.
You know, but you have to be able to have a society functioning to even believe in God. Like, if societies collapse, what the fuck's God gonna do?
Yeah.
If like everybody's
Hey, unless you're the chick I talked to at GCU, she's like, Jesus will have the answer. And I'm like,
fucking
cool, man.
hey, dude, I like that guy. I think he might have the answers.
Hey, he's cool. I'm not saying he's not cool, but
Hey, I love my J dude. I
Dude.
love J Dog.
imagine if Jesus came down now. That's the question. It's like, if he came down now, do you think people would actually believe that he's Jesus? They
Well-
just think he's a fucking homeless guy.
Well, dude, what if he was just like a guy really good at magic back in the day? You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
if he fucking, it just depends on how it is.
He comes out and he's like, he's talking to you and no one's noticing that he's walking on water. And he's
Yeah.
just like, and then they're like,
There'd be a YouTube video explaining how he did it
yeah,
the
yeah,
next
yeah.
day.
They'd be like, hey,
Everyone talking shit about him.
Yeah. It'd be a YouTube video, like you said, with like, oh, well, he put like that night, he came in, some random guy put clear boxes under the water. And then, all this shit, bro. I
And then
guarantee
the videographer, he
Yeah.
got it at just the right angle to
Yeah.
where the light, you couldn't even see the boxes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So wait, but this is why I know that
The
there's a comedy
J-Dog.
bit in this somewhere where it's
The
like, what if
J-Dog.
Jesus was just like really good at fucking magic? Like, dude, you see David Blaine or some shit now, and you know how he does it because of YouTube. But imagine David Blaine back in fucking BC.
Jesus has just got a lot of wine on him and a lot
Well,
of bread.
Yeah.
he's so
coming out
weird.
of my sleeve.
He's just
when they're
for
not
some
looking.
reason he's like God damn, dude, this cloak is really heavy. I gotta like change my fucking vibe, man. People don't really want to approach me.
He just rolls up in Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, hey guys, what's up? Hey, watch this. Oh, it's wine now. What's up? Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
dude, that,
turn on the strobe lights.
that'd be so funny if. That's why I say I've always said I wish we could go back in a time bubble, not affect the timeline, be in a bubble, go back, watch, see what happens, key into the things that happen, but not affect them.
I don't even want to know.
I want to know.
I don't want to know because I do like the aspect of
Do you?
Wait,
I like
what?
faith. I like
What
faith.
did you say?
Not even about
He
that.
said-
Like in
he's-
general.
He
Like,
said go back in time to view
Watch.
watch it
Like,
live.
I want to see like,
Watch
hey,
Jesus
did
turn
this
water to
fool
wine.
actually
Oh,
die and like
you'd be
come back
dead.
3 days later? Did he actually die or was he just like, I'm passed out?
I don't know. If
Do
you
you
had
think they'll
that
know-
knowledge, I feel like people would. I don't know.
No one would believe him. Everybody thinks
Yeah,
he's on
no,
meth.
I'm
I'm
not-
fucking.
I wouldn't tell any. I wouldn't be like, yo, everybody, Twitter. Or sorry, X.
See,
What's up, X?
I don't even put thought into like. I don't care if it happened or not.
I
I
just
like
wanna-
I like what faith and the stories and like being a better person and carrying your own fucking cross and
It's
I,
it's
I
more about like the mentality of like believing that someone is there for you or
Yeah.
like that you have like something like almost above you, like protecting you or like I
Yeah.
don't know, like guiding you almost.
I mean,
dude, it's like a
the thing
it's like a
is I don't
father. It's-
believe any of it.
Yeah.
I don't believe
and
that.
that's your own personal thing, which is fine. But like for
I
me,
believe that it's
Well, that's the
so.
thing,
I
that's the-
believe it's solely
That's
on
what faith is.
yeah,
It's solely on me to do what I have to do on this planet and be a good person. And
that's
if
a-
I'm not a good person, then I'm gonna get negative things back.
and
Well,
that's a
you know what I
logical,
mean?
great mentality to have.
You know?
And I like,
And I went to church for fucking years, bro.
but I like
That's where I'm at too, but it's like
It's not that I'm not saying there's
that's
not
a
an.
lonely road,
I'm not saying there's not an entity,
and
and,
it's
and I'm not saying, but like I don't. But at the same time,
It's-
like I don't need
also th-
somebody to back me up. I don't know.
but also think about it like this: it's easier to say someone has your back rather than you have to do it all yourself.
It would
Yes,
be easier.
uh-huh.
You're right.
and that's I think that's a great point
And
because
that's exactly what I've said about following and having faith is that yeah, I think it'd be easier, but I didn't ask for easy.
well, that's fair, and I respect
what
the
I
hell
mean?
out of it as long as you're doing like
I didn't
those-
ask for easy.
how your philosophy is like I just
Yeah.
need to be a better person.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
dude,
you should just be a better person
That's
because
great.
that's what you should do.
But I agree with your point. What helps me personally, and I'll admit it, man. Like, fucking, if you're a guy out there, dude, it's fucking, it's. I can only speak from a fucking male perspective, dude. There have been nights where it's like it was before I had my girl. Like, it would, to be able to like vent to and do
Mhm.
stuff with. It would probably be once a month. I'd break down like at night, just let out a good cry, let out like what the fuck, because dude, I've been holding it in for like a month,
I
and
haven't cried in a long time.
dude. I
It's
know
been a
because like you
long
don't
time.
even have time for it.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I actually cried.
But like knowing like the faith thing, what you said is like the reason I end up balling fucking and I just let it out once a month. I don't do it anymore because I can vent to my girl
yeah,
and
you
have
can
that
vent now.
and have that awesome.
You're not bottling it up and,
And
just fucking
yeah,
tying off
no,
the
that
cap
is
on a night.
that is Luke. You have a purpose. You have a family that you know you have to
But I always
provide for.
I always
but
thought that was my purpose though. I thought my whole thing was I thought the whole purpose of life is that you're supposed to get married, you're supposed to have kids, you're supposed to have a job that provides for your family, and you're supposed to do those. That's what you're supposed to do.
Mhm.
That was my mentality. Is that that's
yeah,
what you
I agree
do,
with that.
Yeah.
But like,
you know?
But like, dude, I think what
That's
Cade's trying to
literally
be-
like-
I think
I don't
what
have a
Cade's trying.
family.
I think what Cade's
Well,
trying.
that's what you pursue is that okay, if I don't have a family and that's what I want to pursue, then I need to find a good woman
Yeah.
to have in my life.
But I think what Cade's trying to say is
Mhm.
when you don't have that and you haven't found that yet is like,
Then
dude,
you got-
the reason I end up balling like used to
Right
ball
here.
once a month is because like the time I do it was because I'd be like doing my own what I call prayer is like talking to like God, whatever the fuck
I
it
do
is
it all
out
the
there
time.
is like
do it all the time.
it's like, dude, like, I'd count my blessings. I'd be like, thank you so much for this past month and all these things. I'm really struggling, dude. And then my emotions would start stirring up and
Yeah.
I'd let it all, and it felt good thinking that somebody was there watching over me and
Yeah,
like
I
was there
don't-
for me.
Oh,
that's
I don't,
a-
f- I
that's
don't
where-
feel that. I
that's
don't
the
feel
thing. It's like I truly don't know if God is real or not, but it's like almost the mentality of God being there and having your back and like knowing
Yes.
that like
that. And
you are striving to be
maybe-
God like.
Maybe
Yeah,
and maybe
yeah,
maybe
that's a-
we're just
yeah.
using different nomenclature. So like for
Okay.
me, I'm not like a God guy.
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh, God
Mhm.
is there. For me, it's like what you put into the universe, the energy,
Mhm.
the things you do, and like those things. I don't think it's an entity. I don't think it's a guy. I don't think it's a person. I think it's this thing that we can't comprehend.
So let me ask you this.
That
then.
kind of thing.
So let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
Let's say Tori
This
and the
is
kids,
such a good conversation. I love this.
Tori and the kids didn't exist, right?
Mhm,
You had all the stressors that you have currently, besides Tori and the kids.
mhm.
Okay.
I would just fucking keep going.
Well, I know you'd keep going. We all would. But like,
Yeah.
how would it make you feel? Like knowing that was all like nobody was there for you. It was just you. You had nobody to get like even talk to.
It would be slightly lonely. It'd have its moments, but I know like the person I am and like the goals I have.
Mm-hmm.
There's a goal in mind.
Okay.
I'm pursuing something.
And
You know what I
There-
mean?
but
You
it's
know what I
also
mean?
di-
but we
it's
all-
also
it's different. Like,
it's
I
also
have
different when someone
both.
relies on you because like you have to.
yeah, and I'm not
Like
talking
you
about the
literally have a sense of like responsibility, but like say in my sense, like if I wanted to, like I could just quit my job.
Right now.
I could just
Mhm.
go homeless and live on the streets by
Not
myself.
even that. You could quit your job right now and it wouldn't even matter, and you could find another job in fucking a day.
Well, yeah, but the point
Just
being
because
is like,
just because of who you are.
yeah, but the point being is like, I could just like, or like I could like go on a backpacking trip around Europe if I want. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
but
I don't see
but-
the bad side
okay,
here,
yeah,
Cade.
that-
I don't see
that
the bad
sounded-
side here,
that
brother.
sounded good.
Okay,
but
wait,
no, the bad side is that I don't have that responsibility. Like, I don't have
But
like
do you
almost
think-
like a purpose. Like you have a purpose that you need to maintain your family and keep it going. But like,
But what is your purpose as a human being here on this planet?
Wait, I want to touch on. I think Cade is like right there,
Yeah.
fucking with it. So okay, you know how you said you had a goal in mind,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
would keep you solid,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that
Okay,
would pretty much
that-
keep me
ta-
going.
Take that out of the equation. Like you don't have a goal. Like let's just say
Then
you're
I'm not human.
No, well, dude, a lot of people don't have goals. A lot of people don't have fucking.
But I wasn't raised that way.
Okay, well then it is your structure.
It's my structure.
And
bro.
that- and
my
that's-
mom raised me literally to be like, hey, it's on you
Yeah.
to change shit. It's
And-
on you to do things. No one's gonna help you.
Yes, and that's a great way to.
It's great and negative.
It's great, but I guess what
Because
I'm trying to get at is
It has its blocks.
how does it make you feel knowing that that's all there with if you didn't have anybody in there to help you with it? Like, I mean, I know you'd keep going, but like
being
how would it?
alone,
How
I don't know. I don't feel like I'm ever.
You're the happy. You're one of
alone.
the happiest like outgoing guys I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine though you didn't have like me and Kay didn't show up to the podcast. You didn't have Tori and anybody.
I
You
talk
just
to a fucking dog, bro.
well, Luke would talk to a dog. That's how it would. That's it.
Dude,
That's it. No, that's
as
fair.
crazy as it sounds, I talk whenever I'm with a dog. I
Mhm.
talk to them like they're human.
Well, dude, that's fair. I think. I think.
As psychotic as it sounds, because I personally have the belief that
but they're
dogs can't understand me. They may not be able to put it back.
Yeah,
but
they understand you, but they're not gonna fucking help you fucking understand life and get through
yeah,
it.
nobody is. That's up to you.
And
To
well,
figure it out.
Well,
not
no,
necessarily.
Well,
no.
yes.
That's the whole point of life is the journey.
But you learn from other people's experiences too.
and your own, I hope.
Yeah,
know?
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
And
yeah.
and that
And
that's.
that's the whole point of like,
And I think-
experiencing.
I think this is just me personally. I think for me, what the element I would be like you. If I didn't believe in God, I would be exactly like you. I would just keep going. I would. What I'm trying to bring and say to the table is for me,
yeah.
believing in God makes it so much easier.
And I'm not saying it's a negative thing at all. I think it's
Yeah.
a very positive thing to have a belief, a faith.
Yeah.
Like you said, a great word to say it. And I've said it to Tori before. I said
Mhm.
it would be easier if I believed.
Yeah.
It'd be easier because then I could put that shit out there and just dump it.
Mhm.
But it's okay. Like I don't
Well,
know.
I don't.
Like, it's, like,
well,
weird.
that's interesting how you phrase that. I could just dump. I don't.
I,
That's
I could be like, I could talk to that thing that would make me feel like I have a cushion and something there to help me in a guidance way.
interesting. Okay, yeah, I could see it. My
Because that's the whole
For
point
me,
of faith and religion. And this may be a
yeah,
very
okay,
brute
that-
way to
that
look
is a
at
good
it.
Point.
That might be a very brute way to look at it. This is how I view it: is that if you're, and I know you guys aren't like hardcore, like, dude, God's gonna solve my problems tomorrow.
No, not
Obviously,
at all.
you
I believe
guys
it's up to
know-
me. I just
Yeah,
believe
yeah,
that
yeah.
like putting it out there and
Exactly.
talking to him, he's a huge help for me.
Exactly.
honestly, like I'm more at your point. I'm more like in my own life, I'm more like you, but like I understand the God side of it.
And I do too.
Yeah.
Because I went to church. I have a fucking cross tattooed on my fucking arm. It's Ephesians 6:10 through 12. It says that God will be my shield against all evil and all sin.
Yeah.
He will be. But what I took that as is that, and like you said last week,
Mhm.
you said something so profound that like that's how I used to feel a lot when I was younger, is
Mhm.
that you're an ominist. That's why I said, oh, you're an ominist. You
Okay.
believe that there's a good thing to take from every religion.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I still believe that. I think there's good things to take from all religions.
Mhm.
You know, there's also bad things.
Oh yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter. It's the good and the bad.
yeah.
Right? And I just lost my train of thought. Fuck.
No, but I want to say on the
I lost my train of
what's
thought.
really been cool for me lately, though, is I think I've gotten more into my faith these past 4 months.
Mhm.
And something that's been fucking super rad is like, God, it's, like something that would happen in your life, like your everyday life that was like, oh, what a coincidence. Or like, how cool was that? Like I got like that for free. Like I didn't even expect that.
God, maybe
Yeah.
I even believe like God's there and I don't say the thing.
That's
Because
that-
that's what I do. I'll be like, oh, thanks,
Dude, so that's what I say, dude. So now I've been making it.
You say the
I
universe.
say the universe,
but
right? Like it's just different nomenclature.
So that's your
It's the same
God.
thing.
That's your
Yeah,
God.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
your universe is
I feel-
whatever you think is the hierarchy of your of life for you is your God. It doesn't matter what it could.
It's just a more Buddhist approach.
Some people could
I'm just
be.
more
It could be
Buddhist.
heroin. I mean, for God's sake, that's their no. Seriously,
That's true, dude.
that's
You're
their
not wrong.
hierarchy of fucking what they
Yeah.
think is most important.
Yeah.
And for me, like, it's been really cool lately. Like, for example, me and my girl were in my dog tore up this birthday present, or it might have been, no, it was my birthday present from my sister. She got me this like cool pillow, right? And I've been reconnecting with my family ever since I started getting my life back on track and better.
Your family's cool.
It meant a lot to me. And my dog chewed it the fuck up first night. I mean, I was pissed. Like I was sad. I was like, oh man, my sister
Dude,
got this.
Bud saw that thing and he was like, yo, something new.
It's one of those. It's one of those plush fucking those.
Oh,
super-
dude, he saw that thing and he was like, I could fuck that.
Yeah.
I could fuck it up too.
Yeah. So I get this thing. It's gone, and
I piss you off.
and it's a stackable, and they're a lot harder to find. Of that, I wanted to get the exact same one that my sister got me. I couldn't find it anywhere, right? And me and my girl just been talking about it. She's like, "I'm gonna get you one. I'm gonna find it." We've been having the hardest time. We're having
Can we
like
find it on the internet?
No, so this is the story. So I'm having a really fucking hard week, right? Like it's just been stressful. Been having a really hard week, but then I'm having like a moment with my girlfriend where it's like, wow, we're making we're having some good conversations, and we're like we're really connecting, And then we go to the grocery store, we go to the Fry's, whatever, and we're just having like the best time, and it just feels like it's meant to be like that. How we're communicating. And we walk past this section and they have the fucking thing. I mean, I couldn't find this on the internet. I couldn't find it on Amazon, which is crazy. I mean, Amazon has everything.
Amazon's everything.
Could not find it anywhere. And it just happens to be the exact same one, Zach there, as I'm doing something amazing with my girlfriend. And it all felt right. And to that, now I've started acknowledging those moments as like, thanks, God. Like that was really cool. That's like it to me.
Yeah, mine's the same thing. I
Mine's
just
like
don't say
thanks. Like
God.
that's like a reassurance that like I'm doing the right thing. Like that was your little sign to me.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I
that-
agree.
That's been cool lately.
I'm with
for
you.
me.
Yeah, I'm with you. When those moments happen, I just say the same different things. I'm just
Yeah.
not as Christian based. I'm more like,
Yeah.
yo, thank you.
The universe.
The universe has
You're more hippie, bro.
Yeah. I'm more
Yeah.
hippie about it. I'm very much
It's all
more
about
hippie
the
about it.
universe.
Okay, we're
because I do because this is it includes science with
Mm-hmm.
the universe thing, right? So your energy and the fact about energy is it can never cease to exist, right?
it can't be created or
So
It
you
can't be
are-
created or destroyed.
So you are a Scientologist.
no, you can't be created. It can't be created. It
Scientologist.
can't be destroyed.
Can't be
Tom
created, it
Hanks,
can't be
baby.
It
destroyed.
can't be created from nothing, but it
Nothing.
can't be created. It just can't be destroyed.
Destroyed,
Yes,
yeah,
yes. So
right?
yes, you're right.
And that's where it comes from. Is that whole thing of like we are energy. We are things in this world that exist and fucking are birthed and go through trials and tribulations and all these different things. But at the end of the day, when you're fucking on that deathbed and you die and you go on, that's why I'm not worried about death. Is that after that, dude, it's cool, man. Because the whole point and reason I'm here is to experience the physical realm that is called Earth. That's why I'm here. I'm here
Okay,
to
interesting.
experience what.
Cade, why do you think you're here? Like what?
I'm here to experience what it means to be human.
I wanna
You
know-
just earned your spot on Mission Impossible 10, by the way.
Yeah.
Cade, I'm interested.
I'm the bad guy.
What do you think? Because this is a great question for everyone. What do you think that your
Like I'm
purpose
here
or
to
like why do you
experience
think
everybody.
like any elaborate on that? What do you think yours is?
I don't know. Like
Like I feel like that's why we're all here. You know?
honestly, I'm very like I very like to benefit I find a lot of joy when I benefit other people. So
That's awesome.
I think my purpose is to honestly just I don't know, like teach and like help and benefit other people. Like
That's fucking rad.
that's literally what I've come to realize in
That's
these
probably
past
that's
years.
probably why we all have a common denominator as friends.
And it's
peers.
like
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm
Dude,
down-
that's-
I
I'm
think
with
I
that.
think I think the better when everyone has a better life personally, then
it makes your life
it
more
makes everyone's life better.
Yes.
As a whole. I don't know. It's a weird thing.
And I'm with you, like where it's more. I'm about community. I'm
Mhm.
about that. Like we are all here to
Mhm.
experience each other's experience. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
so
like
I have a little bit different belief.
Yeah, okay,
So
go ahead.
okay, so mine is, and I'm kind of with you on a certain element where it's like, this is how I perceive my purpose. I am here to be the best version of myself, but not just to be the best version of myself. I'm here to be the best version of myself, so therefore I can be the best version in order to benefit the lives of those around me.
Right.
That's what I think. Because when I'm on my when I've thought about this, I've thought about my
Mhm.
deathbed. Is like when I'm on my deathbed, I want to think back to all the people that I made an impact that like meant something in my life. Like all the people who were really important to me. That like they knew that they were loved. That they knew that I would have their back. That I would be there for them, and that they felt the same way about me. And that we grew as people. And because you know the whole thing where like you're on an airplane, right? And they're like, put your mask on before helping someone else.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah,
that simple thing should be applied to every aspect of life. Help yourself so that you can be the best version of yourself to then help others.
Agreed.
That's all. That's the only
Agreed.
thing I think is the purpose for myself.
But I mean, my thing that me saying like my purpose here is I think the whole point of that that's part of the human experience.
Okay.
Do you get what I like? My thing isn't so just like, oh, selfish. I'm just here to experience the physical realm. That's not what it is.
hmm
The human experience is suffering. The human experience is happiness. The human experience is sadness. The human experience is enlightenment. The human experience is being here on this rock with 8 billion other people. You may not know them, but they exist.
Okay.
So you're telling me
Right?
the purpose of life is life.
But then what do you do?
Yeah.
But what do you do with that experience?
Whatever you choose.
That's where the flaw. That's where this is just my own personal thing where I
Mm.
see a flaw in that is in
Because we
'Cause
have
some
free
people-
will.
no exactly. So is like if my purpose is just to experience and
it's
take it
what-
all in,
Yeah.
I'm not thinking of anyone else. I'm only thinking of myself.
That's not
and-
true.
Well,
Because you are involved in somebody else's experience and you may benefit them.
well, you may. That's the thing.
But
It's
it's
like
a 50-50, dude. You could be a negative impact or a positive impact.
and that's where the differential is.
Yeah,
is
but if you're a good
I-
person, most likely you're going to make a positive impact.
well, not
So
all.
then
no,
your purpose is being a good person. It's not just experiencing.
But he doesn't. No, he was saying
I'm
it's
saying
50-50.
I'm saying there's more to this life than just being human. I'm saying after you die, it's not just darkness or you go to heaven or hell. I think that we're energy and that we're gonna after we die realize, oh shit, that was a crazy experience. Like that's my opinion.
So yeah,
Yeah.
and I that's totally valid. The reason I can't think like that is because, and you brought up the point, the 50-50 thing, right?
And I might be I might be generalizing because a lot of things you guys are saying
Mhm.
are aligning with how I feel.
Yeah, but you were
You know?
but let's just stick with the 50-50 thing for a second.
Mhm.
So the 50-50 is like, as long as you're a good person, like you may benefit someone, you may not. My
Mhm.
thing is like, if I'm completely solid myself, that means I'm now capable to now.
But how do you know if you're solid?
Because I did all the
But what if
things.
somebody has an opinion that you're not?
Well, then that's their opinion that I'm not. But their opinion doesn't impact what I'm trying to do to help them.
But what if
I
it's
think everyone
fact?
has something that is
So
deep
that's a
down
difference.
inside
That's a
them.
difference with opinion rather than what you were saying, where it's like it's a 50-50 of like you go into the situation where you may impact somebody
Mhm.
or you may offend them.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
thing is I go into it trying to help them.
Yeah,
Where-
that's
where-
if that means like I said, if you're being a good person, that's what you're trying to do.
What do you mean by you don't know or like
Yeah, I'm
you
kinda
don't know if
confused.
you're Wait, what did you just say like a second ago? How do you know that? If you're set by yourself?
Yeah, like he said, "Oh, I'm a good."
Because like I think a lot of
like
most
I'm
people
a good person, and like, oh, I'm trying to better myself and get myself to 100%, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's never
Well,
achievable.
no,
I
I
think
don't
you're
think-
always pursuing that.
No,
Well,
not
well, yes,
100%.
yes,
Not
yes.
100%, but you
'Cause
definitely
perfection isn't real.
Yeah, but you know if you're a
But think
good
about
person
it.
or
If
not.
you're
Well, yeah,
because
you're not killing people.
No, that's not the requirement. That's
You're
bare
not
minimum.
lying. You're not
No, everybody
stealing.
lies.
You're
Everybody
not.
lies. It's the difference of how you lie. It's everyone lies. Okay, you'd
Yeah.
be moronic to think that nobody lies.
I don't think that nobody lies. That's not what I said.
So everyone lies.
Yeah.
The difference, I think, knowing you're a good person is, and everybody has a different belief.
Do you think
of
it's
what
your
they
moral? What is morality to you?
is what I base my morals off of.
What is your morals?
My morals are based off of, I would say, more religious to upbringing.
What are your
no.
morals?
So my morals are being a good person, carrying your own burden, taking personal responsibility, and always helping others, and always trying to understand another person and turn the other cheek. I don't always do it. I'm not perfect, but because
Nobody is.
Yeah, exactly. But I try to go into it because
Well-
because if I didn't have that, I wouldn't even try to turn the other cheek. I would just be a full-on fucking dickhead.
Fix your mic.
Yeah, and also no. Here's a, and you're coming at a religious standpoint. Here's an easier way for your standpoint, Luke. When you're done conversating, or not even conversating, when you're done interacting with a human, are they happy afterward or are they sad?
Happy usually, always.
Exactly. That's all that matters. That means you're doing good.
Well, and
Whoa, wait, okay, wait. I'll go
but-
deeper into that.
we could dissect that, fine, but we can take it at face value and say, like, my goal is I don't know. It's so hard to describe my philosophy, dude, because it's so fucking weird. Because like I said, I do believe that you're here to experience the human experience, but I also do believe what you said.
Mhm.
Like the whole thing about being human, the philosophy, the religion,
Mhm.
the whole thing to me is so fucking juicy and just like it's insane and so beautiful to me. That's the thing I'm talking about. Is the what it means to be human is beautiful.
Yeah, no, and I agree. But Kate,
You know what
I
I
got to
mean?
touch on your point because this is a perfect example of why I think the difference between being a good person and not a
Yeah.
good person.
Well,
And
I already think I know what you're gonna say because
So-
you could lie to someone and make them feel happy, but
No, that's not what I was gonna say. So my thing is knowing this is why I know I'm a good person. I don't go into the situation thinking
Trying
I'm
to
gonna
gain
leave.
something
I'm gonna
or
leave.
something,
No,
right?
I'm not going into the situation thinking I'm gonna leave them happy.
that's right.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
go
true.
because
Okay.
because if you're a true friend to somebody,
That's
sometimes
true.
you're gonna have to say something that may hurt that person's feelings.
True.
That's true.
But because you care, like making sure everyone's happy is not the goal. It's making sure everyone is doing the best that they can and like helping them. And sometimes telling
Yeah,
somebody
and having-
honestly how it is like hurtful when you
Yeah.
hear it.
Yeah.
And that's when I know. And
Yeah,
that's
that's
what-
true.
That's
Yeah,
where that's
and,
the
and it's a
differentiator.
very much like interesting thing where like it's a dip into empathy. It's a dip into
Yeah.
ethics of what
It's
that
hard to
means.
break it down.
And
Well, this is why, like,
It's
religion
hard
is-
to break it
Yeah,
down.
Treat others
religion-
of how you
wanna
would like to be treated. I
And-
really
and I
take
think
that.
I've said this on a previous pod we've had. I have a Christian philosophy,
Okay.
right? I
Yeah.
have a very Christian philosophy. I grew up in a Christian country. We are a Christian country in the United States. So as much as anybody wants to fucking say they're whatever,
Mhm.
they have Christian philosophies because they have the philosophy treat people the way you want to be treated. The golden rule, as people would say.
I don't know, bro. You've been sounding like Tom Cruise to me.
Okay, wait. Let
I'm just
me
kidding.
ask you this question because this is something that just popped in my mind. Let's
Nah,
say
Tom
because
Cruise
we're
is so
'cause
weird, bro.
let's say
So
because we're
weird.
not all perfect.
Yeah,
We all-
nobody.
Okay, so what
I'm
then
not
for
perfect
you?
by
Because
any means. I fuck up all the time.
so then what then for you? Because you have a different philosophy than I do. Is when you fall into the modes where you're not being a good person, you're being kind of a dick.
Mhm.
What draws you to do the right thing even though you don't want to do the right thing?
I don't really have that anymore.
Well,
That's
no.
where I think the God element for me is such an impact.
It went
because
away when
there-
I was a kid because I used to feel like I didn't want to say sorry when I was a kid,
Mhm.
and now I want to say sorry.
So this is where I think the God thing for me personally is such a big impact.
Which it might be like,
is
and I
because
guess
I
my
don't-
whole thing is the same thing with you guys. I don't know.
So yeah, no, and I know,
You
yeah,
what I mean?
nobody knows.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, sometimes, like, I always go into it where I want to do the right thing. Sometimes I get pissed off and I get angry like anybody else,
Yeah.
and I do the wrong thing. The thing that draws me back
I still
is
love
God the idea for me is God wants me to do the right thing and be the right person. So when I start doing the wrong thing, I think of like, oh man, I know you're up there and you're not happy about it, or like I know this probably isn't it. It's like almost like a reminder. It may not be like him like the idea of God is what helps me keep on track, because if it didn't, I would just keep going off track and not care that I went off
But
track.
Why?
Because if I don't believe in God, it going off track would be like, who cares? There's
So I guess my whole thing is that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if there's a God looking or if there's somebody looking. I should do the right thing.
yeah, but you're not always going to. You're not perfect.
Well,
Fucking
that-
never. Yeah,
that's
but,
just the point
yeah.
that me
You
and
weigh out
DA
those
are-
moralities in the moment.
I think
No,
that's
but
the
that's
point
the
that,
yeah.
that's
go.
the point that me and DA are making is that like, because like I said, I haven't been to church in years, so
Yeah,
like
me
I'm
neither.
leaning more towards like your side, but at the same time, like everyone doesn't think that way, dude. Like,
Oh, dude, this is me
So-
being. I feel, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like you guys said, oh, isn't that lonely? It's kind of lonely.
so
I'm not gonna
so
lie
my
to you.
point being is that having someone there for you, and I think that's what DA's point is too, is that when someone's over there watching for you and like then it's almost easier than you having to do it by yourself. And
Yeah.
100% by yourself, lonely
Yeah.
and fucking.
Yeah.
And
I'm
also-
but I guess I don't feel that way because I've accrued these beautiful fucking beings. I got you, I have my wife, I have my beautiful kids, I have my mom, I have my dad's back in my life.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, so because I have these human experiences and the people in my life, and these people have either put knowledge on me, like you guys are right now,
Mhm.
knowledge or empathy or emotion or like, hey, what's going on with that? Or, caring, anything.
But it goes beyond that because not everyone thinks that way. People are so like
and I guess
depressed that they can't
Yeah.
even think past more than how can I fix my own situation.
Yeah.
But I guess, I guess this is where I get to a fault is that I've been so depressed that I've wanted to take my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I think most of us can say that at one point in time.
So it's one of those things where like I used to be that person, and then I realized that like the only person that can get myself out of bed every day is me.
Yeah.
And that dude,
And
that
that's
is such a great fucking dude. You are one of the nicest, fucking kindest, greatest human beings I've ever
This is
met in
such
my
a great
life.
I love you.
Well,
guys. This
no,
is so fucking great,
Dude, but it's hard, bro, because you literally have to tell yourself, fucking suck it up, dude. You're
Every
acting
day.
like a bitch.
Yeah.
Every day.
No, yeah.
It's called
But-
conquering your
but-
inner bitch, as Joe Rogan
Yeah.
would say.
Yeah. No,
And I agree with that. Dude, I'm on the same wavelength, but
Yeah.
dude, not everyone can say that. And like people are like,
And it weirds me
Well,
out,
deeply
and it's hard for
depressed, and
me
it's
to be
like-
like, why don't? It's hard for me
Wait,
to
no,
understand.
no.
that. It's hard for me to
I'm kind of
understand.
more on his side with this one. So I think everybody can say that. I think people don't want to accept the burden of that reality.
I feel like they
Now-
don't want to
now-
accept the truth of the fact.
Now I'm on your side though.
But I'm
when it
also
comes
on your
to
side, too.
Accepting the burden of that reality,
Yeah.
it's so much more helpful when you have somebody to talk to, pray to, give that up to.
Yeah.
That I 100% agree with. I
Yeah.
do think it's within every human being, and religion. Most religions fucking state this is taking personal responsibility.
Yeah.
Well,
the only reason
okay.
yeah,
dude, you actually just unlocked it for me. It's all
Okay.
about the key word is accountability.
yeah,
People can't be accountable for themselves.
yeah,
And when you have God in that image and you're able to confess that and like give that up and be
Yeah.
like, I fucked up.
yeah,
This is on me. Like,
yeah.
then you're taking accountability.
Yeah.
Yes,
We're-
it's a way.
we're all saying
we're all
talking
saying
the
the
same
same
thing. I'm just
different versions.
I'm just not saying God.
This is dude. This is
I'm
this
just
is
not saying God.
this is
That's
why-
literally all I'm not
this
saying.
is why
That's
these
it.
conversations.
I think accountability is the key word.
100%.
Yeah.
And these are why these conversations
yeah.
are so important
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
it's. I genuinely
100%.
just want to fucking understand, like,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I could never put myself in that perspective. I've never had that perspective.
Yeah.
You know, and
And,
being able to.
that's why I say this is such a beautiful podcast because this is killer. Like
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
it just the vibe and the feel.
I'm not even joking
like-
you. I'm like, but I'm where Luke's at, but like I kind of wish
And
that I had that like
I-
support. And
I-
that's why I want to like
Yeah.
I feel like I almost want to go to like church.
Church.
almost.
So So, dude,
I'm not even kidding
dude,
you because, well,
'Cause it'd
think
be-
about it. He has
yeah.
a family. He has a purpose. I'm fucking living in a 2-bedroom
Dude, then
apartment
go to
by myself.
Dude, then go to church. I've had this same fucking feeling, dude. If I didn't meet my girl, I was going to church that next. Like, I was already looking at like churches in my area, like 100%,
Dude, church songs are the fucking best, bro.
Dude, and it's not.
They're
It's
so
it's
fucking
not.
fucking killer, dude.
It's not because
Worship
I
is the
wanted
best.
to like. It's not even. I wanted to meet other like-minded people that like cared. And like
Yeah.
we're I know that not all of them there are, but I
And
know
that's-
that
and
that,
that's
that
a
was
good
an area
point.
to
That-
Well, that's a
very
huge part
valid.
of life is that you have to have that community and almost like
That is
Yeah.
valid.
support
that is
from
very
other
valid.
people.
So like even like a person like me, let's say you're a person like me, you're a little bit more logical, you're a little bit more like hippie, you're a little bit more
he's like these guys are fucking retards.
Yeah, these
I'm
guys
a
are-
little bit more
these guys aren't
logical.
no,
at
you
all.
guys are very logical, but I'm saying
I
I'm
know,
like
I
I'm
know.
like more like, oh well, this is physical, this that, right?
Mhm.
And I'm saying what I'm saying is that that's so valid in
Mhm.
saying that like even if you're not, and this is even going to me because my wife has brought up going to church. This is even goes to me. This is hits deep.
Yeah.
Is that even if you're not about it, you should go because it's the energy. It's the these
feeling good.
people, and if you have, like you said, like-minded individuals,
Mhm.
these people are most likely like-minded with you. They're just saying different words.
So wait, have you guys
Like-
heard of Rat World?
No,
Okay.
tell
Kate,
me
this-
about this rat world.
Okay, Kate, you just brought up the key element of humanity is you need connection. You have to have.
Yeah, you have to have human. Yeah,
So there was this experiment, and you probably heard of this.
AT&T.
You probably heard of the simplest
Fuck
version
you.
of this experiment. Oh,
Fuck you.
I
AT&T.
keep forgetting that we have this.
Yeah. We have Jamie.
Is it rat with 2 T's or 1 T?
I don't know. Fucking maybe. I think 1T, but anyways,
Rat World magazine.
that might not be it. But the try Rat World experiment.
World.
Okay,
Rat.
so let me explain. So basically, a scientist got a bunch of rats, okay, in a thing, and you've heard this one isn't the rat world, but you've heard of this experiment where they put cocaine or like
yeah,
heroin
sugar
into it.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
and they put buzzers where it's like you could hit food or you can hit the
Cocaine,
drug,
yeah.
and the rats would hit the cocaine until they
Yeah,
fucking died.
died. Yeah,
Right?
because
But s-
cocaine is amazing,
but-
but it's terrible for you.
But
It's very addictive.
some genius out there thought, wait a minute, this isn't true to real life because all these rats are just alone in a cage with buttons. Of course they're gonna fucking hit the thing.
Yeah, I'd
What if
fucking hit it every day.
Exactly. So what if we put rats in their dream environment with a bunch of other rats that can all fuck, intermingle, and have like all this
That's
play stuff,
interesting. That's
and then they put the
interesting as
drugs
fuck.
in that tank. No rats fucking hit the
What
drugs.
experiment is this?
It's the
Are you
Rat World
serious?
experiment. Yeah.
No way. This is actually so interesting because
Yes.
all they
Is it
talked about,
Calhoun?
all they talked about.
I don't remember the specific who did it.
John
But,
Calhoun?
so let's read this.
Yeah,
Okay.
because all they talked about in psych was
Mhm.
that is
Yeah.
the rat takes the cocaine over the fucking food.
And it
That's
does,
all-
and
it
we do
obvious-
too.
yeah,
but,
yeah,
but,
we
but
do
when you
too.
add human connection and you add the element
That's such
of
a
like,
good point.
yeah,
That's such a good like to be. I mean, as far as like psychologists, it's a great thing for psychology to be able to step out of it almost its box.
yeah, like
and
what's
say-
flawed with this? What is this?
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
this experiment
Yeah,
lacking
yeah.
that's not the
It's
human experience?
so interesting. So
Yeah.
interesting.
So
What are we looking at here?
yeah. Go
Okay.
up.
Is this the right one?
What does utopia look like for mice?
Yes,
According to
okay,
the
c-
researcher who did
Most-
most of his work in the 1950s through 1970s, it might include limitless food, of course, multiple levels, and
Secluded little rodent condos.
That's so tight, bro.
Yeah,
Dude,
experiment
talk
study
about
the effect.
hey, talk about a thing that I've always wanted to do is that like
Rodent
shrink me down so I can live in like a lavish fucking thing that's like
There's a whole
I
there's
don't know.
there's a whole
Anyway.
show about that.
Yeah.
But these were all wait, go back up. Go back
So
up.
you're solar opposite.
So yeah, these were all part of John Calhoun's experiment to study the effects of population density on behavior. But what looked like rat utopia as mouse paradise at first quickly spiraled into out of control overcrowding, eventually population collapse, seemingly sinister behavior patterns. Okay, so this is talking about the collapse of it, which does happen because rats
I mean that's
populate
what we're
very,
going that's
very
what we're going through right
quickly.
now.
That's a great point. Is rats populate like bunnies, like they
Yeah.
and eventually the
How,
resources get up.
how large is a litter of rats? Do they
I
have,
don't
like,
fucking know. I
multiple?
don't know that much about rats, but
Hey, I need you to be better.
Yeah. but the key element of this experiment that was so interesting was this guy saw a problem with the rat experiment where they put one rat in a cage with drugs and food. Of course, the rat's gonna take drugs. He's alone in a fucking cage,
Yeah,
just
dude.
hitting that fucking button because there's
Fucking
nothing
take those
else.
drugs and jerk
But you-
that fucking thing, dude, in the corner.
Yeah, but you put rats in an environment that they love with other
It's
rats.
a community.
They don't give a
and-
fuck about the drugs. They more want to be in the moment of life and enjoy with, and that like we may have a bigger prefrontal cortex than all other animals and are able to think critically, but we all have this inherent
Instinct.
desire
have
and
an
instinct
yeah.
to connect with another
Definitely.
individual. And to not have that, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. I wouldn't wish anyone just complete
That's what
seclusion
scares
in
me
Well, you
about
see
jail.
that even
That's what scares
in
me
a-
about jail is the solitary confinement. I don't like
Yeah.
that. I love doing this. This is my favorite thing in the world is talking.
Yeah.
Well, you've seen this in even interspecies, dude. Like
Mhm.
I've seen like a fucking like deer walking with like I've seen a video of like a deer walking with a wolf like
Mhm.
through the woods, and they're like just chilling, like homie, like straight up homies, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
I
That
thought
shouldn't
these were guys.
exist. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that shouldn't exist. What's
Yeah,
going
like
on
that should
there?
not exist. But
Yeah.
like these guys are just like, obviously there's something in us, like biologically.
Animalistic. That's like there's something that if you and I think what it is as far as living things is if you have a commonality.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like for example, like say like the deer and the fucking wolf, they came from hard times.
Mhm.
That's the commonality.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you have the commonalities and that innocence as being a living thing that is experiencing life,
Mm-hmm.
that the connection between that. You know,
Well,
what
yeah,
I
you
mean?
can relate to another human being, and that's where like connection starts building.
Because
But I
even
think- but I
another
think-
animal,
but I
you
think
could
where
relate
me
to
and
a
Cade-
dog and it be having a hard life.
For sure, but I think where me and Cade might differ from you in that aspect is we might take it to a more extreme, and I could be talking for you, Cade, and I don't know, this is for me at least, is I see that connection as a biological, like you said, as a biological aspect, but I also see it as like a way bigger aspect in a realm where it's like, this is like all of our purpose, where it's like we're all meant to
same.
to better each other. Yeah, no,
Same.
I'm saying, but yours doesn't come from like it's a god that's
Yeah, no, I feel like it's innate in us to want to do that.
yeah. I'm saying I'm taking it to another level. I think God
Yeah.
is that's the reason.
I feel like
that's there.
like say there is a God. Let's just put this into my realm,
Okay.
right? I would say that he created us to do that.
That's exactly what we're saying.
Yeah,
That's
but that's what I would say the universe. That's what I'm saying. Like it's
Yeah,
like what
yeah.
I'm saying
The only difference between us and
Is
you is
words.
no. The only difference between us and you in this is because we don't. We all have the same thinking about it, right?
Yeah.
But we think differently of the cause of that. Like I believe it's God that is telling is what made that possible.
Yeah, I'm
Is what
believing-
made that thing, and that's why it's so.
But what is
important.
God to you?
God?
Is it a person? Is it a thing? Is it a
The
Dude, who am I-
creator.
Man.
Bro, how
But
how
that's
did
my
we
thing.
come
That's
here?
that's my point.
Dude,
is
I
that-
don't.
That's
I,
why
I will
say,
never. I will never say that I fully.
That's why I can't say God. I
I ca-
can't. I can't
I
put a
can't tell you-
label as.
Creator.
It's a creator. It's the universe. My whole thing is that the universe is endless.
Yeah.
So it has to be some energy. And this is where me and
But
Tori really
but the
connected
energy,
on.
but the energy I think differentiated between me and you is our energy is the energy that has strict guidelines for how we need to maneuver, whereas yours is like it still falls along our guidelines,
yeah,
but
yeah.
there isn't a strict dictator of like this is
Yeah, I
right,
don't-
this is wrong. You
and
are
also,
the creator.
I
of
also
what's
don't
right
think
and
your
wrong.
life's predetermined.
I don't believe that. I don't.
There's
believe,
but there's a lot of people who are Christian and Catholic that think that God has predetermined your life.
That is a good point. Okay, have you guys obviously heard?
Well,
Okay,
Because
I
I don't
think
think God
that-
has predicted our life. I think if I am a believer in God, I think that God would want us, because he instilled us with free will, to it not be predicted. Is
But
say
you
here are
also
the
have to
options.
think of it
you
this
have to
way.
weigh them with
you
your
also have to
morality.
think of it this way. These are just prophets that are learning life just as the same as me and you and DA are. Like we're just learning it the same. Like we're learning our own methods of how to interpret life. So it's like that maybe this guy said that Wait, what did you just say? My bad. I'm fucking drunk too. But
Yeah, I'm a little soft.
You guys are sauced. Okay, I was
dude,
wondering. I'm like, are you-
for me, it's the liquor. Like I haven't drinking this much.
oh yeah, I
liquor
forget
in-
that you guys smoke more than you
Yeah,
drink.
yeah. So right now, I'm
just-
feeling like we
I don't
smoked a little
drink that
bit.
much. But
I didn't smoke at all.
Yeah, so because I smoked and I drank a little bit, I'm a little woo.
Yeah.
You know. I don't remember what I was saying. Da, do you have a
DA,
reference?
Yeah.
recall us.
Yeah.
So- Total Recall.
Great movie.
It is a great movie. So, fuck. I mean, I can't exactly
No.
Go-
Generalize.
go what you're saying,
Yeah.
but
What was I saying before Cade talked?
Yeah.
Because Cade was saying
okay,
stuff.
let me think.
And
So,
then I was saying something. And he was like, "Oh no!" But like, yes. And then I was like, "Wait, yes."
there's a lot of things being said, but I believe that what
Creation.
you yeah
Creation.
yes you were on the creator element,
Yeah.
and you were on like the universe is that creator.
Yeah.
And
And I guess my whole thing is that based on what I had learned from
Mhm.
Christianity,
Yeah.
and taking a lot of philosophy classes,
Mhm.
I had surmised that
Oh, I
nobody
remember, yeah.
nobody can say what this thing is,
Mhm.
right?
Oh.
I don't think
So-
anybody can either. That's
Yeah.
and I will
Oh,
never
right,
say
right,
what God.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yes,
that
okay,
ties
there
into
you go.
exactly
Yeah,
what I was
yeah,
saying.
okay.
Okay.
So I was talking about prophets and stuff like
Yes,
that is
yeah,
what
yeah.
you,
Oh, shit.
what religion is based off of,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And like bishops, whatever it is,
Yeah,
whatever it is,
yeah.
preachers, whatever it is.
Got you.
Anyways, you just said not anyone on this earth can fully comprehend what the entity is.
Yeah, and I nobody.
So this is just their interpretation of it. And
Yeah.
also, like we were saying earlier, it's less lonely, more
yeah,
it's more
I kind of
you
look at it
have
as a,
someone that's supporting you
Yeah.
constantly who created you. You are the creation
Yeah.
of this person.
I get
And
you.
this person wants the best for you.
Mhm.
Because I guess my
it's
whole
almost
thing
like
is
a,
I feel
it's
like
almost like a father that you never had.
Yeah,
That's
I
how I
guess
look at it.
I guess the thing is this is gonna sound negative, guys. This is gonna sound bad.
Oh shit.
A lot of people are negative about religion, so they'll probably
yeah.
relate to you.
Yeah.
I feel as a what
And I'm not religious in any
it's
sense.
not
I don't
it's
go to
not
church. I
even
don't do those
bad.
things. I
I
just
don't
follow.
know.
Yeah.
I feel that if you rely on this thing, it's a crutch.
Ooh, well, I'm really glad that you had the honest insight to be like, this may be negative to say, because
This-
How?
and I'm
How
not-
though?
because no
in a way that, like-
he wait let me finish the statement really quick, because I think that takes a lot of fucking guts to be able to say that this might be a negative standpoint on it, that it might be a crutch. And you know
as
what?
far as the like your human mind and like everything that's going around, I feel like sometimes it's a crutch.
Okay, no, and I'll go on. I'll completely play devil's advocate here. If let's say Luke is right,
You
let's
mean
say
Jesus is advocate.
yeah, let's
Lord.
let's say Luke is right and there is no God, right? Okay, then you would be correct in assuming that it's a crutch. However, if the crutch means that people do the right thing or what they believe is the right thing that helps other people
And
because of
yeah.
it,
That's not a crutch.
I don't believe.
And this is why
I don't
I
care
think
that
that's a
I don't-
controversial thing to say is because I agree with that. I think it's a
Yeah.
good thing. I think it's
yeah.
at the end of the day, and that's why I say it's
Is
an
the
opi-
belief in God itself
It's a good
make
thing.
God real?
not even that. Just having the belief is a good thing.
Yeah.
Sounding like a real Scientologist over here.
No, just having
No, he
the-
doesn't believe in the aliens yet.
No. I don't believe in the whole fucking spaceship and all bullshit. That's dumb. But like that's like the deep end of it is that like we God damn it, fucking alcohol. Sauce.
Yeah, you really don't. I remember back in the day, dude. You could fucking pound.
No, dude, I'm so fucking
I'm not.
out of it.
I'm
I
like
feel very warm in my cheeks. My hands are tingly.
I'm like lightly buzzed.
No,
barely.
I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm feeling great.
Oh,
No, I and I'm not saying like I say crutch because it's a personal thing.
mhm.
It for me, I thought and how I perceive life and what I have gone through with my dad being an alcoholic and all the experiences I've gone through with relationships and people in my life
Mhm.
and what has been done to me. I just had a moment where I was like, dude, it's on you to be a good person. It's on you to do what you need to do to be this.
And that's fucking admirable. And
you know,
honestly,
like-
from your perspective, it is a crutch. If you have your perspective on life and God and the universe and like how you believe, then religion and belief in God would technically be a crutch from your perspective.
Yeah.
Right.
Now,
And,
saying
and like I said, that's why it almost sucks.
that's the fucking caveat, dude. That is it. That is it. Because if you believe it's a crutch, but like everybody else, is in it
and happy
and
They-
happy.
They have statistically proven if you believe in God,
Mhm.
you are happier.
So and that I think is the key differentiator between us is you can set aside that aspect. You can set aside the fact that even though this might make me
Yeah,
happier,
I don't want to die anytime
and honestly,
soon.
I would rather people be more like you, just in the sense of like, as long as you take personal responsibility
Dude, you
for,
have to.
and accountability for
You
your
have to.
actions, and you use that to be a better person, that's all anyone could ask of anyone.
Dude, all I can ask of anybody is try your best.
Now, I just know
That's all I
Well,
can ask.
dude,
Try your best with the situation in
not
hand that you have.
everyone is like you're like DA is saying that's admirable and honestly like strong because like not everyone can say that, dude. Like
Yeah,
But
I
I don't. But
people
and
have
here,
broken
this
up
is even where I am.
parents.
Don't say that because I don't like that. I don't want to be. I'm not trying to be
Yeah.
strong and admirable.
No.
I'm not trying to take credit. I don't want to be anything.
No, but I'm
I don't-
gonna double on Luke's thing really quick. So I am personally not like that because I know myself enough. Here's my thing. If I had your belief system, let's just say I did not have mine and I adopted yours, right? I would be doing the wrong thing way more than I'd be doing the right thing, because what ends up happening is I'm doing something that I know I shouldn't be doing. I'm like being rude, I'm being a piece of shit, I'm not doing the right thing. And if I didn't have God to fall back on to be like, dude, come on, you know that this isn't right, and like think of like what would Jesus do? Like I know it's such a like a cliche
Oh,
thing.
that's just your conscience, bro.
Then-
My constant brain is like, should you do that?
Well, mine isn't. And that's the
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
that's the differentiator.
That's the thing. I think majority of people don't work like that.
Yeah, no,
dude.
and I'd say
that's the
that-
point I'm making. Is like
for me, like if I see a piece of trash, I'm like, whatever, and then I'll walk 2 steps past it,
Mhm.
and then I'm like, you need to pick it up. That you can't just let that go. That's
Ooh,
wrong.
Wait, let's go deeper into that, because
That's wrong.
I'm still sometimes I'll see a piece of trash and I won't think like that.
No,
And-
I
and
see it.
and
I
think
used to during the pandemic, bro.
Mhm.
I see fucking masks on the ground.
Yeah.
I pick them up.
Okay, but
That's
wait,
bullshit.
but let me go into this really quick.
This
So,
is my drunk self being angry about masks.
so okay. So but I'm on the belief of God, right?
Mhm.
And on my belief system. So if I see a piece of trash, my thinking goes to God. Well, if I have the time to do that and pick that up, I will, for sure. But if I don't have the time and I'm busy in my own life, that wasn't my personal responsibility
To me,
do.
that's selfish.
That's what a good no. But being too selfless is selfish, because then you stop taking care of yourself in order to take care
There's
of
a line.
others.
You have to
That's-
make sure there's a
well,
line.
how long? How picking up trash takes like 10 seconds.
Exactly
okay,
my
but,
point.
Okay, no. And I agree with you.
Even anything else, bro. As much as your brain will let you know and tell you it's going to take longer, it takes a second.
No, a majority of the time I agree with you on
Yeah.
the trash thing. I'm just
Yeah.
using the trash as an example.
Yeah,
There's many things like the
Continue.
trash where it's like, dude, I am so busy in my everyday life. I don't even have fucking 10 seconds to spare to pick up the trash. It's not always trash. It's usually something bigger.
It's something else. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
something else. It's what God helps me do is differentiate between. I know that I should pick up the trash. Like I know it's the right thing to do. However, if I'm compromising my own self to then help out
Sound like a
others,
Scientologist.
Right.
No,
I'm just joking.
yeah. If I'm compromising my
No,
own
it's-
self, and this isn't with trash,
The
but if I'm,
trash is an analogy.
analogy.
Yeah.
If I'm compromising my own well-being to help others, then I become unwell. And then when you're unwell, you can't help others. So
Right.
God helps me to
True.
differentiate between when not just what is right and wrong, but when I should be the person to act in right and wrong.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree with that.
In a sense, yes, I agree.
Because like everyone lies, like everyone lies, but there's an appropriate.
Yeah, but
thing
I like here. I'll refer to what you said to me
Okay.
recently. you said recently I have been just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to tell you what's what. I'm going to
Yeah.
tell you my opinion, right?
Yes.
And I have been taking that
Okay.
with especially my boss.
Mm-hmm.
And when he comes in, I have a really bad relationship with males that
Mhm.
are older than me because
Okay.
of my father.
Okay.
So I have a hard time with confrontation.
Okay.
I have a really hard time with it. Really hard time. Really fucking hard for me. And sometimes you just gotta fucking buck up.
Yeah.
Right? So there's like recently, I
Mhm.
have just been like, you know what, dude? Like, it doesn't matter. None of this, as far as the job, my career, the only thing that matters is my family and my friends. That's all that matters. The
Okay.
people that I love in my life are all that matter.
Well,
Yes, there are
there's-
intrinsic
yeah.
things, but I know myself enough that I will find a way to make
There-
things okay.
Okay, then let me just say this: they're probably your first priority. I know you,
100%, yeah.
but if you have the time, you'll extend that to others.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Cool. So
I
we're on-
actually used to have a really hard time giving with my girlfriends when I
Mhm.
had like best friends like you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had a really hard time saying no to my friends for my girlfriends
Yeah.
because I held such a high value on friendship.
Mhm.
And I think it's so important. I think it's important, really, like it's pretty high on my priority list is friendship.
Mhm.
And I used to really put it before my girlfriends and like and my
Yeah,
other
yeah, yeah,
relationships.
yeah.
Because of, and I found out
Sex.
and I realized that it was because my family life wasn't great.
Mhm.
So I searched for things that were that
Right.
made me feel happy. And like I have friends that are like good dudes or good
Mhm.
chicks that have lives and you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like that whole thing.
Yeah. And God, I mean, we could go forever on this.
Dude,
I'm
I'm
getting a
so
little-
proud of
I'm-
us. I do want to say this. We've gone for 2 hours. and
Holy shit!
22
Yeah, I was gonna
minutes.
say we should go to the Spotify thing in just a minute.
We should go to the Spotify. Yes.
Yeah. All I can say is,
All I can say is that we all have a very similar belief.
Yeah.
I'm just hippie.
yeah,
I'm a neo hippie. I'm very practical, very logical, but I also believe that there's an energy. Whatever energy you put off into the world is what you're gonna fucking get back. So be a fucking good person.
and I'm
don't be a
I'm
piece
the
of
same.
shit.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Very practical, very logical, and I use God as a help to take care of myself.
Yeah.
Because I believe that you
And that's a
cannot
fucking amazing
you can
thing.
you cannot help others unless you are
Oh,
okay
yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
So that's I think where this conversation eventually got to
Yeah.
was really eye opening for me because it was like that's the differentiator. I think for myself is like God I can know right and wrong without God. I can.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But God helps me know when I have the personal time and energy to invest in that without compromising myself to be able to help. Because if I start compromising myself, I can't actually help.
Yeah, it's a hard line.
It's a really hard line. It's hard for everyone.
This is actually something me and my father talked about because me and my dad have this. We have this sense of duty to help others
Mhm.
selflessly to a point where it hurts us.
That's
This is exactly what you're talking
this
about.
is why I'm really glad that you started that you just said that you were like I'm not giving a fuck as much more.
Yeah.
And when I say I don't give a fuck,
It's more about being like self-aware that you matter.
yes. Yeah, when I say
That's really
when
what
I
it
don't give a
is.
fuck, it's more like I know that I give a fuck.
Yeah. I give a fuck about myself.
Yeah.
And my well-being matters above really. Like if you
Everybody else's.
like you said, I have always even told it to Tori with the kids, with your
Mhm.
kids, bro. You have to take care of yourself first
100%.
before you take care of them. Because
100%.
if you're not happy, you're gonna fucking put that on your kids.
Yeah.
And then there's moments as a parent you realize it in the moment where you're yelling at them and you're angry and you're like, holy fuck, why am I angry? You're like, oh shit, I'm tired, I'm stressed. These things
Mhm.
are happening.
Yeah.
That's when you go to your child, you give them a kiss, and you say, hey, I'm sorry, I've been angry, stressed, I'm tired.
Yeah.
You have to be honest with your kids
You have to acknowledge and take accountability
with
for
yourself.
your part.
and yourself.
Yeah.
And take accountability for knowing that you're only human.
Yeah.
There's no one's perfect. No one gave you a fucking book that says, hey, this is how you be a parent.
Yeah.
Or this is how you be human. This is
Yeah.
how you be a good person.
Yeah.
There are guidelines, there are words and things that to get you there. But it's all up to you to take those things and put that out into the world.
I think the main thing that we were saying though is that not everyone has a family. A lot of people are alone.
But it's up to you to think about what family you do have.
Yeah.
No, I know. Yeah, and I agree with you, but I think Cade's saying
Yeah,
some
yeah,
people don't even some people
agree
don't
with
even
you.
have a family at all. I mean, some people are they're literal orphans out there who are in the
100%,
system.
100%.
who
But
a-
it's finding the relationships and bonding and holding those things so dear to your heart that you would do anything for them.
And that's where I think I agree with Cade on this. Is some people don't.
And that's where my misunderstanding comes.
Yeah,
is
and
that I don't
and
understand.
I think that's why we're having this conversation is
Yeah.
because we're trying to show you a little bit of some like
The
some
darker
people
side.
the darker side. Some people do not have
Yeah,
have
and-
family, do not have anyone that they connect with, have not met anyone in their life, have no way to reflect on like what I have because what
And
they
have
is
no
enough.
guidelines,
What,
too.
I guess
Have no-
I guess this is my question. What percentage of people do you think that is?
Oh, dude, like fucking
Nowadays,
at least
a lot.
37. I would say
What?
37%.
No, nowadays like
Do you really think that?
50%, bro.
Do you really
No,
think
I
that?
would-
I'm
I
not
would-
even joking.
Do you really think
I would
that?
say 50% of people believe
I mean, and-
it,
and-
but
and
I
this
would
is
say
coming
that
from-
Okay, what about below the age of 30?
yes, no, I agree with you.
Easily
But-
50%
no,
wait, I
or
agree-
more.
Kate, I agree with you. I think 50% of people can kind of fall in that category, but I believe at least
And this could be
because I
my
said 30
positivity getting in the way.
because
Guys.
yeah.
I'm very a positive person.
No, 'cause
I'm
I-
very positive.
So am I, but I the reason I say 37% is because I believe 13% of the 50 actually do have what Luke is saying. People in their lives, they just don't acknowledge that
Them
what their
as their
blessings.
people.
They don't acknowledge. So I'd
They-
say in reality, it's 37%. However, the 13% that have,
That they can't acknowledge
They-
the fact,
yeah, they aren't stepping up and taking.
which is weird, which is odd.
It's not odd because a lot of families are super dysfunctional. I mean,
I mean,
like,
dude, you're talking to a guy who I came from the most dysfunctional.
yeah. So it's hard to acknowledge your blessings when your blessings feel like curses.
But the same thing
Like-
at the same turn, when you don't have a lot of blessings,
Mhm.
you count the ones that count.
That's so okay. So like you were
That's
saying,
what- that's where I
you were
come
saying
from,
about
I
your
guess.
dad, right?
Yeah, like
Okay.
the blessing I have with my father is that, dude, 10 years after not seeing that guy,
Mhm.
he's clean.
Yeah,
He's him,
yeah. Well,
and he understands what he did.
let me go deeper into
Yeah.
that. The most simplest blessing is like you at least have a father.
And
Like as
Well,
dysfunctional as he might have been in that time.
but that's my whole point. I guess that's another point. I almost might build on Cade's is that I'm saying is that like the fact that you can't appreciate that you do have a father. Like I'm appreciative that I even have a father in my life.
that's the 13%. That's what I would say to
And I
Kate's
may-
point, is
and
like
maybe
the
that's
50
what
out of
I'm-
the 50%. I think 37% fall into it like they don't
There-
have really anything to be grateful for. They really don't. They really
do you think
need
they're
some,
just selfish
Well,
people?
no, I
No,
think they've
no.
gotten a shit hand deal to them. I mean,
What? Okay,
I
well,
mean,
think
yeah. I
about
mean, I got a shit
everyone-
hand deal to me, but you make what
but
it
your shit
is.
hand is a fucking god hand to somebody else. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
13%,
yeah.
you may have had a
True.
dysfunctional,
Very true. Very.
dysfunctional upbringing in some sense,
Mhm.
but you at least had those people as dysfunctional as they were in your life. Some people don't even have that.
But and I guess where I agree with you is that 13% of people where I don't understand how you couldn't realize that those people were in your life.
What I'm saying to you is the reason that they can't is because think of how long it took you. Think of how long it took.
It was it was until I was like 21.
Yeah, and for some people are not emotionally or intellectually as intelligent and can't acknowledge that.
And I guess where
But
my bias
also-
comes in too is I go, well, if I can do it, why can't you?
and that's a little judgmental.
Yeah.
Would you say because it
Yeah,
took you?
that's- you
I would
can't
say
say
that.
But I'm saying it took me 21 years. I'm not saying like I'm
Yeah,
not perfect
yeah.
at any means.
Everyone's
I'm
life
saying it
is
takes
so
time
different.
either way.
Yeah, but,
Everyone's life
but-
is so different, even
Yeah.
to the
But there's
even
people
to the
who don't
day.
even get to it till in their deathbed.
and I would say I agree with you on the point of how could you? Because I do get that way. Because I turn my shit around and I look at people sometimes like, dude, can you not see what you're doing is like fucked? Like, can you not? just-
And I can tell them what they're doing is fucked and they won't listen.
yeah, you can lead a horse to water. You can't force it
Yeah,
to drink.
exactly.
Yeah, so I get where you're saying, and I also get what you're saying. It's like some people and I'm going to say that 13% have blessings in their lives that they can't acknowledge as blessings. But I also get why they have a hard time acknowledging that they are blessings.
Well,
But
that's just the thing. You just don't understand it.
No, and I guess
Mhm.
that's my whole point is that like
Everyone has
my
a different
opinion,
life.
my opinion, yeah, everyone has a different life,
Mhm.
and my whole thing is saying that like, hey, based on my experiences,
Yeah.
this is my opinion.
And that's all you can do.
Yeah, and that's all I can do. And I can say this: if someone were to
And real-
explain to me
and
their
re-
situation, something that I've been blessed with is that I'm able to have empathy
and
and
yeah,
say,
and
"Oh
me re-
shit,
yeah.
that's I can't."
Realizing
fathom
that
that.
makes you less judgmental because you realize that other people have to go through other shit that you'd never had to go
Yeah,
through.
yeah. And I guess that stacks on top of that thing what I said, where I go, well, if I'm human, why can't you do that? But I also understand that there are impending situations or certain mental blocks, bro, that people can't get past.
And that's the hard.
And-
That,
and
that
that's-
is
that's
the,
part
that
of
is
the-
the trial of
but
life.
that's part of the empathy part.
Yeah.
You know, having empathy for somebody else and understanding.
Well, it's hard to have empathy for somebody else when nobody's had empathy for you.
Yeah.
And to grow on
and
that,
to me-
and what I agree with you, and what I
Yeah.
think you might have have
People
a
ca-
harder understanding is looking to God as that source of the
Yeah.
empathy.
Yeah, and that's
that's
a
what
very
helps,
good point.
because when
That's
you
a very
don't
good
have
point.
someone,
Yeah.
that's a great fucking.
When
And I
you-
find it
when you-
ridiculous that there are humans out there, and this is to all people who are watching. I find it ridiculous that humans are incapable of that. It appalls me.
You find it ridiculous?
Well, not. I'm just saying, like,
Well, Luke,
I've be based on our history,
Yeah.
what we've seen, what we're seeing now, and how blind people are. It as a human,
Mhm.
not even just like who I am, an American, whatever. As a human being, it hurtens me and disheartens me that people can't see that,
Luke,
Yeah,
let
and
me
that-
ask
that-
you
that
this.
hurts.
and it sucks.
That hurts
It
me.
fucking,
and just,
it's just like, dude, come on, bro.
Let me
like,
ask you
It's
this,
not
has
about the
there-
people who are the victims. I'm saying the people who are taking advantage of the victims.
yeah. Okay.
It-
Okay.
I'm
I get
saying,
what you're
saying the people who are.
I want to hear Cade's point really
Go
quick.
ahead.
Well, I just want to ask you this, Luke. Has there ever been a point in your life, even if it was for a month or like a couple months, that you feel like literally no one supported you, even your family?
Yeah.
Okay, well, think about having that for years.
And well,
Think about everyone against you. Think about what if you have that victim mentality where you think everyone is against you and everything is against you.
But then I
yeah.
would say on Luke's side, where, and also on your side, where like I get that like everything is against you and you have everything against you,
but is it,
you
or
can
is it
use
your
it- but-
perception?
It's all
of-
about will.
but
It's all about
and
will.
But
that-
that's what he's
yeah,
saying. I think.
yeah.
I think it's like is like realizing that everyone's against you. You
But
don't
th-
have anyone. So
But
like
that's why me and DA were saying that it's admirable because not everyone has that will, dude. Like people are like very. It's
But
like
I think
it's
everybody has.
depressing.
But I think
almost.
everybody has that
and it dude, it depresses.
Everyone has a cap. I agree. I think everyone's capable of it, but
that's what I think we're trying to get to. I
Yeah.
think that's where we're differentiating on, but that's what we're trying to get to is
That's
the
a good.
path
That's
to
a
get
good way to put it.
to
yeah,
get to
differentiating
to
from it.
there is a different path for everyone. It's like some
Yeah.
people need
Yeah,
God
yeah,
to
it's
get
such a
there. Some-
well,
treacherous
yeah,
thing.
no,
Some
I
people
agree.
need
It's
personally.
capable. Everyone's capable of it, but it's harder for certain people depending
Dude,
on how
and,
they're
and I'm not saying there's a time
brought
or a
up.
frame.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I know it takes people years. I know it takes people 40 years.
Yeah,
It took my dad till he was 40,
Yeah.
basically. You know, he's 53 now.
But you
and he's been
eventually-
he's been 17 years sober, I think now.
Mhm.
So
That's
he was
awesome.
probably in his mid 30s because he's in his mid 50s right now, right? So like, you know, I get it, you know, and there was a portion of my life that he wasn't there, and that's okay.
So
because maybe there's a reason for that.
so that's
You
where
know?
that's where I agree. Is like, and I agree with you, Cade, too. At the same time, it's like it's harder for some
Isn't it so
people.
interesting? We
It's-
all agree.
Yeah,
in
it's
a
har-
certain
it's
way.
harder
so
for some
fucking-
people. It is harder for some people because they
And
don't have a lot
and
of.
well, that's the thing. That's my bad. Continue. Yeah.
Okay, so it's harder for some people. It is. They don't have. Maybe they don't have parents. Maybe they have parents. They're extremely abusive. Maybe
And that,
there could be a million circumstances where it's harder for them.
I can't
But
believe.
the thing that I believe in humanity and why I love humanity is it's not it's not fair. It's not fair for anyone. Everyone has an unfair hand in some aspect of life. Some might have
100%.
more fair in certain elements.
And it's also different perception.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
we're all
Like some rich kid could be born, but dad's never there.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
and like
then
nothing he does matters
Yeah.
because he has
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So like, and we could never, you couldn't understand that.
because I've never been through it.
Exactly. So
but it takes
people's
empathy to get there.
yes, people's hardships are people's hardships. You can't take away from that. And sometimes people's hardships, it might not be to them hard. Like it may look from our perspective where it's like that was way harder than that. But in reality, to that person,
It may
it's
not
just
be,
as
yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Trauma, it registers the exact same. in all-
Especially when you start like trying to like numb things.
yes.
You try to like be like, oh, it's whatever.
But the thing I love about humanity is
Everybody
it
does
doesn't matter how hard it gets. Everybody has the and how you get there doesn't matter. And I don't care how you get there. I don't care if it's God. I don't care if it's your own personal accountability. I don't give a fuck what it is.
That is
It's-
the best thing to say right there. It
if
doesn't
you-
matter how you get there. It
I
doesn't matter.
had to say to myself, what am I doing with my life? Like, am I a loser? And I did. I looked down and I was like, dude, I am. I'm a fucking like if people were in a room talking about me and say I did something horrible, what would they be saying? They would probably say, back in my past, I'm not surprised. Like, that's exactly what I expected from that guy. And that reality, that ownership of being like, I am a fucking loser, people wouldn't even be surprised if some shit happened to me, made me want to take the initiative to start being a better person. And I noticed that God helped me through that road. And that was my path. That was personally my own path. Doesn't matter if it's God or not. So, but everybody has that capability. I really believe that every human has the capability to take ownership and choose whatever path it is to start bettering themselves. That's my own personal belief.
Yeah. And like it's all about what you go through, dude. Like I'm a white guy in the United States, right? My mom
How dare you?
was a single mom, right? She worked like 3 jobs when I was a kid. My dad was an alcoholic. My parents never were actually married. You know, I was actually supposed to be an aborted child, and that never happened. It's because I'm a rebel. You know, I was in there fucking knocking on the walls saying, "You better not, bitch." And I've been to Six Flags before I was born. I was fucking graduated high school before I was born, and I'm still here, guys. So I guess my biggest point is things can get, and I guess this is where my biggest belief comes from. Things can get as dark as they fucking want to be. It doesn't matter because it's your experience in this world. From darkness comes light. There is no just pure darkness.
Yeah.
There is a balance in this universe that somehow occurs. We don't understand it. But from darkness comes light. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel. It doesn't just end.
And as morbid as it might be, somebody else is going through something
Way worse
than what you're going through.
Way worse. And that's called humility and empathy. That's when you go in and say, fuck, I couldn't imagine that. I can't believe that they have to go through that. That's crazy that another human would do that to another human.
Yes.
And that's when when parents mistreat their kids.
Wait. Before we go into this topic, I think we should end this conversation and go to the Spotify because we got to close this out.
We got to close that.
We
We're
got to
at 2
close it
hours
out.
and 40 minutes.
I think we ended on a great.
Yes,
a great point. I
Yes,
think
we
we
did.
all have
Yeah.
similar
It-
mentalities and philosophies.
And not to mention, I love that it's been such a great conversation.
Oh, dude, it's been amazing.
You know, this is the biggest, I think, learning also point from it is we're having a conversation and I still love you, man. And I still love you, man. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like we may have different opinions of how life or the universe or whatever goes.
Yeah.
But guess what? At the end of the day, it's cool.
I just appreciate
And
that
I
you guys are
appreciate
willing to share what you believe, what you think, because you guys both I may agree with certain elements, but you guys both may not completely agree with
and
every element of me. And it's really cool being able to see somebody else's perspective because it helps my own.
Yeah. That's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah. And
That's what the whole point of it is, to be like, oh shit.
So I hope anybody
Well-
watching this takes that away where it's like, listen to others and you don't have to agree with it or take it on as your own, but listen and see if it can help at least you in that process.
I agree because honestly, like when you guys started the conversation, like I said, I was like dead in the middle because like I believe in God. Like I believe in God, but also at the same time, like I do realize like it's all on you at the end of the day. So it's
Mhm.
like I'm dead in the middle of between both of you. But
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
it's all about
but
perspective, and it's all about how you
and I think having the
how you
duality of
live,
that,
how you live.
that the duality of that is
Yeah.
beautiful.
Now
Like,
let's take it back, and let's take it back to a more
fun.
topic. Let's end the podcast with what was our Spotify recap?
Recap.
Because I saw
Cade,
this.
lead us off.
Lead us off, Cade.
The Wrapped. All right, so
Your
for
top artists.
my top artists, the thing is like there was not a lot of new music this year, so I was
Not a
listening
new-
to a lot
you mean
I will
not a
say-
new good music.
not a lot of new good music. So I will say I was on shuffle a lot,
Yeah.
but
I'm always on shuffle, baby. I'm trying to find that new shit.
Yeah.
So
Trying to
my
find new
top
good
artists
shit.
were number 1, Mac Miller. By the way, I was top point
Point what?
0.5% of Mac
That's
Miller
fucking-
listeners.
Woo! Let's go.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Even after 3 years later. So
he's my
shout out.
Yeah. I'll take it.
number 2, Dizzy Wright.
Okay.
No
no-
way.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow, dude. That's pretty cool.
Number
yeah.
3, Wiz Khalifa.
Okay.
Wiz?
That
Really?
one surprised me.
That surprises
that
me.
one surprised me because I wasn't even really bumping Wiz too much.
Because
Yeah.
like Wiz to me, like he reminds me a lot of times, and I know this is gonna be bad. He reminds me a lot of like the cringy side of smoking weed.
Yeah.
Because he references it so much that I'm like, okay.
So
bro.
does Snoop Dogg for me.
Yeah.
I
Like
really-
they're both kind of in that cheesy weed category.
Well, I just
sometimes.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
a lot of
exactly.
it was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
shuffle.
'Cause
So
I think
like
Wiz
Yeah.
was on one of my.
I still do like a lot
songs.
of his. I don't know. Some songs I still.
So
bump,
was
but
Mac
it
Miller,
depends.
Mac Miller.
Dizzy Wright,
Mac
Wiz
Miller,
Khalifa.
Dizzy Wright, Wiz. Number 4 was another surprising one, Eminem.
No way.
No way.
Yeah,
What do you bump
just
it?
shuffle. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Half of this had to be from shuffle.
Okay, let's cut it. Let now. I want to hear Luke's top 4 now.
Top 4.
Top 4. Let's go top
Okay,
4.
so the first one is because of my daughters, Morgan Wallen, which
That's a great one.
I should say I have become a fan of.
Hell yeah.
I actually do like his music.
Hell yeah.
Alpha Wolf, which is a metal band that I stumbled upon one day, and I just fucking love their sound.
Never heard of him.
And they're killer.
Hell yeah.
Ghostmane, which
Okay.
is trap aggressive music.
Okay.
And then Joey Badass. That's my
wow.
fifth.
What a way to end
Nice.
it. Oh wait, what was your fifth? So
Yeah,
it
what was
ends
your
at
fifth?
5.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cade.
I actually did want to mention my 5th because
Yeah.
it's shout out my favorite artist, Outkast.
No way,
Ooh.
Outkast is your favorite?
Dude,
I find
what a
lot-
great fucking way
I do like
to
them,
end your top
but
5.
also
Yeah.
fucking I don't know. There's a lot of songs that I find
Sorry, I
just-
thought it was gonna go like top 20. That's why I was like,
yeah. But no, and then so for top songs, it was Last Night by Morgan Wallen. And
oh,
then-
there's top songs.
yeah.
Okay, Katie, you gotta pull. Wait, before we go,
Did
'cause
you
I
have
wanna-
Spotify or do you,
I do.
What do
I
you
do. I
use?
just don't know how to get to it.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll go
Songs.
my top songs while you.
I'm
pulls
an
that
old
up.
man.
So my top songs, number 1 was "Riot" by ASAP Rocky.
Oh, okay. ASAP. Some ASAP.
Let's
That
go.
was his single. He still hasn't released the album, but
But he
that
dude,
song
he's
was
the
pretty good.
he's the smartest businessman as far as an artist.
That song
He's
was
a
Okay.
pretty
very smart
good.
businessman as
I
far as-
was bumping it a lot when it came out. Number 2, Bobby Boucher by Earth Gang.
I thought you were talking like literal Bobby Boucher. I'm like, isn't that fucking
The fucking
Adam
Waterboy,
Sandler?
dude.
Yeah.
Number 3, Did a Lot. That's by who is that? But that's by Perico.
Dude, I have to pee.
Perico. Me too.
Don't worry, we're getting
Number
there.
4, KD by who's that by? Conway the Machine.
Oh, dude, I can't hold it. I'm
And
so
then
sorry.
number 5, Magic by
Well, if you go to the end,
Small bladder.
number 5 is Magic by who is that by? That's by Vince Staples.
Okay. Wow, this
Lot of
is so
hip-hop.
cool.
A lot of hip hop in my top.
God, mine's interesting. I'm gonna wait for Luke to share mine, but that's a rad top 5.
Yeah.
And like especially I like how it adds the element of songs too. Like it's not just like your artist. It's like what were you really listening to?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it was pretty accurate because, like I said, I listened to a lot of like just my library, what I had already downloaded this year because there wasn't a lot of good new releases. So
Mm-hmm.
Mac Miller, fucking Outkast, Dizzy Wright,
Mm-hmm.
those are all classics.
I'm really happy with my recap.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking psyched about this. This is rad.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it's dope that they do that.
Yeah.
I like that they keep your stats.
I'm Spotify over Apple Music for sure. It's way better.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
The way
And
that
now, dude, I just realized that I can download Apple Music on my Galaxy.
fuck that shit.
Yeah,
It's-
no, I like. Why would I ever download a? Why would I ever get a subscription to Apple Music when I could just get Spotify?
Yeah, it's so much better. Okay, so this is my top artist. Okay,
I'm sorry,
number
guys.
1. You're not gonna be surprised. It's Mac Miller.
Really?
Oh
Dude,
shit!
okay,
Fuck
so
yeah.
Mac Miller's he's in my third.
Okay. Well, wait. Did you go over all your top 5?
I think Morgan Wallen, Alpha Wolf, Mac Miller, Ghostmane, Joey Badass. I think I forgot to mention Mac.
Okay.
Because you mentioned
Yeah.
Mac, I just forgot to mention it.
Okay. So my top is Mac
I
Miller.
didn't.
My
slipped on
second kind of
accident.
surprises me, but it makes a lot of sense. Zach Bryan. Love Zach Bryan. Great country singer. Have you ever heard Zach
yeah,
Bryan?
yeah, Zach Bryan's good.
Fucking love Zach Bryan.
I just-
3 really fucking surprises me because I do not like Drake all
Really?
this much.
But
I-
Drake's on your 3.
Yeah, Drake's number 3, but like I like certain songs from
Ah.
certain albums, but I
I like
hate
his-
like the
yeah.
new album. I only like 2 songs.
God's plan.
I like
God's
Star Child.
plan.
I can't stand
Star
that one
Child, whatever
anymore.
it's called. What's it called?
Might go down to God.
Like the new Drake album, I only like 2 songs. The ones with J. Cole on it. I hated everything else on that album.
All right, how many minutes you listen? That's the real question.
Oh,
to
dude,
you.
that's the real.
We'll get there, but wait. Let me finish my 5.
yeah.
So
top
4
songs.
So 4 is Suicide
Oh,
Boys
okay.
as the artist.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like
Not bad.
that.
Yeah, I like Suicide
that.
Boys. They're always
I'm
gonna
with
be
you,
in my
but because
mix.
Ghostmane is for me is like right around Suicide Boys
Yeah,
aspect.
for sure.
Yeah.
And number 5 is Basement.
Basement?
Yeah.
What the fuck is basement?
It's how do you describe
got you.
Basement?
I
An
got you.
alternative hardcore, like,
This is why we have the phone hooked up too.
yeah, wait, don't we have it hooked up to here? God, you
do,
guys,
but
what the
watch.
fuck is up with you guys pissing?
I have to piece it. I had to piece it. I don't wanna
This is the perfect song to choose. I love this one.
be- So it's like early 2000s vibe, for sure. Oh, I like it. I like it. This is almost a 3-hour podcast. This is a joke.
Wow, I like it.
Like, it's good.
I like it. I don't think Carly's gonna like it too much.
No, I don't think my wife's gonna like it too much either. But hey, it's cool.
You know what? It's a babe. I love you.
Yeah.
I'm-
Hey, honey, I love you so much. I'm so sorry that you had to put the kids to bed by yourself.
I'm so sorry you had to deal with the fucking dogs.
Dogs.
For
Yeah,
as long as
dude, I
you
can't
had to.
imagine Bud right now. Bud is losing his fucking mind.
God bless you. You're amazing. Okay, I'll be home soon with Taco Bell.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Um,
I have to go get like Sonic or something shit right here.
So my top.
That's a good fucking band, bro. I
Yeah.
actually didn't know. I'm actually gonna go to their page.
Oh, dude, for sure,
and follow them.
for sure. And that
because
album is really cool. That you just listened to that one song.
That's their most recent, or no? That's 2012. Their most
So
popular.
that one and then the third one is my favorite.
The
That-
Promise.
Yes.
Everything? Okay.
Yeah. So and then my top songs are "Codeine Pills" by Zach Bryan.
I wouldn't expect Zach Bryan
I know, dude.
to have a song called.
It's
Cody.
so good. "The Devil Wears a Suit and Tie."
Who's that? Zach Bryan.
That's by That's by.
Do you know who Tyler Childers is?
one of my favorite fucking artists? Are you
Dude,
kidding
oh,
me?
dude. Okay.
Oh my god.
If he comes out in town, we should all go.
Oh,
Me,
100%.
me, you, Carly, Tori. We should all go.
So the person who sings it, Coulter Wall.
Oh, dude, I love
Yes.
Coulter.
Oh yeah. So
He's
that,
fucking got that
Deep
bluegrass voice in that country song. Yeah.
yeah, Good Old Boys with good old boys with bad names. It's just a song I really like. Something in the I can't even think of that. And "Come As You Are" by Zach Bryan. It's weird that all my top songs are country songs, yet my favorite genre is rap on here. So that's pretty interesting.
So
to me.
mine,
What was your minutes?
my minutes.
Yeah, how do you do that?
It shows you it.
It's on the very last slide.
It's on the last slide. I
Oh,
just
dude,
zoomed
I
it
didn't even
out.
get there.
Minutes
okay.
listened.
Okay, go to minutes.
Okay,
Listen. What do you got,
so-
Cade?
Okay, go.
Well, Luke, go first because I saw that I had more than you.
You have more than me?
Yeah.
No way. 75,122. How much do you have?
Was DA have?
Where do you just keep going?
No, it says it right there. 17. You have 17,000 something. What's yours?
17,350.
Oh, okay.
What's
okay.
yours? What's yours? You
70
fucking asshole. I'm so
Se-
pissed that you beat me in this.
Barely though.
Okay.
I will say barely. 75,863.
Ah, damn it, dude.
Wait, how much do you have?
75,122.
You guys are in the 75,000s?
We're audio engineers, bro.
Oh, yeah, never mind. Never mind. I'm not.
All
I'm-
we do every day is we're like, I really want to listen to music.
I was gonna say, I'm like, how the
Or
fuck do you listen to that
podcast.
much music? Yeah, that makes
or
sense.
podcasts. Yeah, like that's me. Podcasts or music. Like that's all,
All
I
right.
do.
You know what? In the comment section, if
Yeah,
you
dude,
listen, if you
fucking-
have a Spotify,
If you
put
even
your
are
top
on-
5.
You put your top 5 number 1. Also, if you have any
Hey,
same ones as
I
we
want to
do,
know. Hey, I
please
want to
let us
know if anyone has a higher percentage of Mac Miller than me.
What do you
Top
0.05?
top 0.5% of listeners.
How do
so-
you see that? How do you see that? Because I want to see what
That's
my
on one of the
percentage-
slides. But my
It's-
top genre is weird. Is it's movie and tunes.
Yeah, which slide is that? God.
If you guys, well, I mean, yeah, I don't know if you guys like EDM music.
I'm down for it when I'm trying to get pumped up.
It's the 1, 2, 3. It's the 7th slide.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Stanley.
5, 6,
This is
7.
such a good. This is a good. Song.
You listened to 815 artists this year.
Yeah, that's the one.
But came on top. Any guess? Mac Miller, 0.5%.
0.5?
Mhm.
Hey, okay.
You're in the
okay.
top
Hey, we got
0.5%.
2.5%
2.5's
listeners.
on the pod, baby.
Mac
think-
Miller, best
think
artist of
mine
all time.
was-
Let's go.
I don't remember what mine was, but I think I was one of them. I was in the like top percent. One of the years up for Mac, I was like
Yeah, top like
yeah,
0.005.
yeah, I was so low.
Yeah.
But I mean, dude, that's one artist that I think anybody and everybody on this planet could say R.I.P. and wish that he was still on this fucking green ass earth.
Even non-hip hop likers still like Mac.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially
bro.
his new stuff. He,
Bro,
he really, he
was,
really,
and that's when he became an artist.
it's really his
That's-
character.
that's
well, I
when he
always consider
showed
Mac
he
an
was
artist.
an artist. He
That
wasn't
c-
just a
well,
rapper.
that completed his whole career.
Yeah,
honestly.
I like
Yeah,
his
The last 2
development
albums.
as an
Yeah.
Yeah,
artist. you know?
swimming in circles, man.
Yeah. I think that's
Rest in
fucking,
peace.
dude. What a fucking great way
Dude,
to fucking
Yeah.
end it.
Hey, if you've made it this far to 2 hours and like almost we're at 3 hours.
Longest pod, yeah.
I think that's the longest podcast
without
we've ever
without
done.
a break in the middle.
No
too.
break, no videos, no content outside of just motherfuckers talking.
And I wanna mention I didn't have to pee like these guys the entire
Hey,
Hey,
You know what it
peed
is?
twice.
We're gonna live longer because this guy's been holding it longer. I heard one time from some random dude that if you hold your piss, you live less.
Oh, you gave me shit for pissing, but now that he's not pissing, you flip it
Who wa-
around.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah,
wants to
so-
live to 90 anyway?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, dude. Once you really start thinking about the years, you're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
it takes a long time.
Oh man,
But
that was a
hey-
great
Alright.
podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for
Long
listening.
one, a lot of content, good
It's
conversation.
9:30, guys.
Yeah, I gotta go get food.
Yeah,
and
I
come
gotta
home.
go. I whoops.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Don't
Man.
ever wear a New York hat again.
Fuck you. I'll wear it anytime I fucking want. Arizona sucks cock.
yeah, we suck at all sports, but
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm still here. I don't care. Cardinals, come back.
Yeah.
Fucking
dude.
show me
Cardinals,
something.
2 wins on the season. Let's go.
Yeah, dude. It's called
Get the draft pick.
Really
Let's go.
feel those 2 wins. I'll say this: I'm not a New York football fan because fuck that. I'm a Packers fan, so go Pack.
Yeah, dude. I don't care what team you are, but thank you so much. It was
Yeah,
a great
yeah, yeah.
conversation, both of you.
Yeah,
that was
fucking-
awesome.
Hell
Bitchin'.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
killer.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in.
Later. I'm gonna go get yelled at by my wife.
Later.
Hell yeah.